Jewellery Makers! How are you? Are you alright? Are you alright? I might as well have slept here last night, you know. I might as well have done, because it doesn't feel like I've actually been home. I have, obviously. A very good morning to you, and a very good morning to this gorgeous, most beautiful girl. It is, of course, the one, the only Claire.
Thank you.
How are you, honey?
I'm really good, thank you.
Are you feeling better?
I am. I'm feeling much better now.
Because you were a poorly girl when we saw you last.
I was. Yeah, not good.
You were like hunched on the sofa, bless you. You know when someone's there, just couldn't leave me alone. You didn't actually say that. You were very polite, but you could just see it written all over her face. Leave me alone. Back off. I'm not well. So you did really well to soldier through as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
you look fabulous as always,
oh,
and I love the jewellery that you've made.
Oh, thank you.
Particularly the little,
I know, yeah.
ballerina lady that's coming up. Yeah, we're all loving it. It's absolutely stunning, stunning. So there's gorgeous inspiration from Claire coming your way, just around the corner actually. So not long to wait for that in our first kit. But we've got so much more to bring you, including a stunning, breathtaking. There aren't enough big, beautiful words for me to describe the quality of this opal. Now they are absolutely stacked onto the strand, all wonderfully top drilled pear cuts. It's all about the play of colour, and my goodness, you've got play of colour within every single one of these gorgeous solitaires. This is coming up about 11 o'clock this morning, so do set the alarm clock if you need to. If not, just put your feet up and wait. This will be coming your way. I mean, look at the performance. They're stunning, aren't they? Flashes of red, flashes of blues and greens and yellows. Brand new coming up this morning, and not long to wait for that. So if you're a lover of opal, October's birthstone, then this is only around the corner this morning. We've also got amazing garnet. We've got a beautiful bundle, I suppose. Well, it's a pack of 3 beautiful green gemstones, including green apatite, which I haven't seen in I don't know how long. We've got massive 10-strand bundles coming your way. What else have we got? Hang on, Kimbo. I'm not going to say what that is just yet. I'm not going to say what that strand is just yet. Oh, let's just say we've got a real treat for you, a really exciting treat. And many, many bundles. Shall we get this show underway? I think we should. We've got much to bring you. How about we start? I'm just going to pop that one back on there just because you wanted to jump forward and say, show me, show me, show me. Not yet. You have to wait there, wait your turn. I can't believe I'm actually talking to gemstones, can you? But well, I actually can.
I do all the time, yeah.
We were talking, we always have a little conversation with our doggies, don't we, this morning?
Yeah,
You've got to have a little conversation with your doggies.
Yeah.
You get a lot of sense out of your dogs,
You do.
don't they?
I get the most sense.
They agree with you, that's what it is.
They do.
They agree with you and just go, well, mine seem to anyway. Yeah. Right, let's get this show underway. How about absolute gold dust? I mean, this is one of our most desired products that I can remember the launch of the macrame board. Sold out within minutes. This is the mini macrame board, so more transportable, I suppose. A little bit more, what would be the word? A little bit more easy to manoeuvre?
Yes, yeah. It's like
It's a
almost like those
workable
magazines,
size.
isn't it? You know, when they reduce the size of magazines, because you can put that in your, well, it go in my craft bag very nicely.
Absolutely.
I haven't got that size, so.
This is backed by popular demand, so it was reordered because our jewellery makers are, please, 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 can you bring the mini macrame board back in? So you can see it is a smaller size. We've got numerous FIFO reviews, very useful, handbag size board. Now I can take my macrame anywhere. Exactly, you can. It's kind of like a tablet size. In fact, it's only a little bit bigger than the tablet that's on my desk. So yeah, you can just literally, can imagine, it would certainly fit in my handbag. In my handbag?
Yeah.
Certainly would. I've got a big handbag, but this is transportable without shadow of a doubt. And of course, it is that wonderful foamy material, so you can actually pin into it as well, secure it as so. The macrame board has been one of our long-standing, most popular products, and certainly popular mediums that we bring you here at Jewellery Maker. But if Claire, did I hear you say you haven't got the mini macrame board?
I haven't. No, I haven't got that one. Now I've got the larger one, but I haven't got that one.
There we go. So grab it whilst you can. If our guest designers haven't got it as of yet, that speaks volumes, doesn't it? There's all the measurements, so you can gauge what length of a bracelet that you are making or creating or commissioning, whichever it might be. We have got the master of macrame in the building here this morning as well, so I'm sure he's watching right now thinking, ooh, I need to get some of those, and I dread to think how many macrame
I'm surprised
boards.
he hasn't run in and
I'm surprised as well. I'm surprised because he's always looking for more, basically, in a good way, of course. Mark runs workshops, etc., which is always full. Like, I popped into Mark's workshop yesterday and saw some of our lovely jewellery makers having a chat to them, and yeah, always full macrame, because it is a beautiful technique. It's a wonderful medium. It's very infectious. It's all different ages. Once you learn the basics, there are hundreds, aren't there, of different macrame?
Yes, yeah. I've done Mark's the wire macrame, which is brilliant day. But what's great with those, if you can get a couple and then or use each side for, you could use for your threads and then another side for your wire. So because it'll obviously the more you put in them, the more they open. So yeah, it's great for wire and for your threads.
There we go. And you just tuck them in, don't they?
Yes,
They grip, don't they?
Yeah.
They actually grip in the top. Macrame, in actual thinking of sort of getting started, you don't need a great deal. It's one of those mediums that you don't have to invest heavily in.
Well, no, it's just cord or threads, isn't it? And tying knots. Yeah.
And a macrame board, and that's it, really. You don't need to invest heavily actually in this medium to get started. So fantastic for all different ages. Fantastic if you're thinking, well, hang on, I want to get into jewellery making, but maybe I don't want the initial outlay of tens of pounds. This is a super affordable medium, and probably one of the most affordable, I would suggest. Just because, like Claire just so rightly said, you need a bit of hemp cord and you're away, really, or any cord for that matter, because you can use anything, can't you?
Yeah.
Teflon thread, nylon thread, wax cord, leather, anything really. Backed by popular demand, we've already got jewellery makers on the phone lines and on the web. We've got multi-buyers, and I'm not surprised by that. It was reordered. We've been messaging us for it. It is here. I don't know how long for, of course, because they always sell out. Let's bring that price tag in, $6.95. Now you understand, for those of you that are new to Jewellery Maker, thinking, well, how affordable is affordable, Elle? And they're $6.95, and then you just need some threading material and you're away. You are absolutely away to create your fabulous macrame pieces. We do have tutorials. They're available on our Jewellery Maker website, or alternatively you can have a look at our macrame DVDs, also available on our website. Wendy, Pauline, Jill and Stephen, hello to you. Cheryl, I hope I've said that right. Jeanette in Devon, you're with me as well. Congratulations to you. It is available, but I truly believe, how many have we got in terms of quantity? Okay, we had less than 100 of these available, so we will, of course, keep reordering, but there's usually a delay for them because they always sell out. So fantastic, grab it whilst you can. We've got much more to bring you as well, including a stunning showstopper opportunity. Breathtaking, beautiful, and it's up after this. Welcome back, everybody. So nice to have your company this morning. Now, I touched on this strand just moments ago and just how beautiful it is. Rhodolite garnet, well, obviously from the garnet family, but there are various different colours and tones of this gemstone. For example, last night I brought Sapphire garnet, which is just amazing. First time I'd ever had the opportunity to do that, and of course was an entire sellout. Rhodolite, you're looking for a beautiful sort of purpley hue. It's more like a grape juice colour, totally and utterly natural. There is no known treatment for any of the garnet family. It's one of the most refractive of gemstones. So what that means is the internal, as light enters into the gemstone, it can actually bend and play, so you'll bring you amazing amounts of brilliance. Just a little bit of news from the actual trade as well, or from TGC. My boss and our CEO actually spoke to the presenters and hosts across all the channels, and he was talking specifically about Rhodolite Garnet. And never say never, I'm not saying this is indefinitely, but he did say to us that currently the prices of Rhodolite Garnet have absolutely soared. The quality is so incredibly good that we're going to have to, the quality has forced our hand on our sister channels to have to commission it exclusively in gold pieces rather than sterling silver pieces. So this is a gemstone which has dramatically risen in terms of price point in the industry. This strand, I love the actual shapes because they're like little individual hearts of Rhodolite Garnet. There's a romance behind this strand which I just think is perfect for your 1920s jewellery. It would be wonderful with pearls and maybe some black spinel, and they are that perfect amount of colours. You can see the clarity. You can see that grape juice tone that we were referring to. Look at those little heart shapes. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Wonderful heart shapes drilled through the centre so they could easily be suspended. Now, I know we've called them plain drops, but I look at those and thought they were
hearts
to me. Do you agree with that, Claire?
Yeah. I'm just thinking they would make wonderful petals, the way that you could sit them all together. Yeah,
they really would, wouldn't they? And you can imagine it looks incredible here in the studio, doesn't it? But wait till you get it out into natural daylight. That's when Rhodolite Garnet really comes into its own. It loves to show off in natural daylight, and there are gemstones, of course, which prefer evening lighting. Some like incandescent lighting, some like daylight. This is one of those that looks amazing in daylight. It kind of absorbs it almost. It has an ability to really draw the light into the gemstone and see that fantastic brilliance. I mean, this is a natural gemstone, a 30 centimetre strand. You've got 3 to 6 millimetre drops, but I see, well, drops or hearts, whichever you see. I personally see hearts. They are perfect for waterfall earrings, for those Downton Abbey style pieces. Very rare that we get to bring you Rhodolite Garnet, especially of this shape. Instantaneously, we've got collectors making confirmations. I'm not surprised by that on the web, and the telephone lines are about to light up as well. First thing in the morning, I'm not surprised that so many of you are going to be wanting to get involved. I've got a substantial quantity of these, and therefore we can really push those boundaries. There's perks to getting up first thing in the morning and tuning in with us here at Jewellery Maker. We should be bringing this to you incredibly at $6.95. I mean, the reality is every bone in my body told me that this was going to be a double figure strand. All of the intricacy, the fact that you've got those flat tables, the fact that all that light is going to be entering into the beautiful surface of each of those gemstones, the fact that you've got that consistent colour. $6.95 is an amazing deal. Not today, however. The web is lit up, and I'm not surprised by that in the least. $6.95 it's an amazing deal right there. But if we can take it lower, we absolutely will. Straight under £5, $4.95. If you want to multi-buy, you absolutely can. How many have we got of these, Kimbo? 500. That's a great start to the morning, isn't it?
I can't believe that price.
$4.95 for Garnet.
Yeah.
For Rhodolite Garnet as well, especially from this location, because Kim, if you, or anybody for that matter, if you go on my Facebook page, Elle Barker Presenter, if you go on there, have a look at the pictures that I've uploaded. I've uploaded pictures from Jaipur when I went over in, when was it, May? Was it May or April? Can't remember. Went over to Jaipur. Out of all the parcels of all the different gemstones that I saw Tanzanite, I saw emeralds, I saw apatite. I only actually, and multiple parcels of those. Have a guess how many Rhodolite Garnet parcels I saw from the original country, from this country itself. I saw one, and it was minuscule. It certainly wouldn't have been a big enough parcel to warrant a 500 auction like this. $4.95 is inconceivable, especially on the back of the news that Steve was saying our hand is being forced. This is a gemstone we're going to have to currently commission into gold rather than sterling silver. Hello to you, Mary, Janet, Pauline. Hello to you, Patricia. The majority of you are choosing to multi-buy, and I don't blame you in the least. Angela, Deborah in Pennsylvania, Lynn, Kate. Hello to you, Kathy. Hello to you, Leicestershire, Sally Ann, Christina's with me. Patricia in Bedfordshire. Hello, Lynn in Nottinghamshire. Andrea, you're with me in County Down. I've got Julie, Jacqueline, Lynn and Bertha. Good morning, Jewellery Makers. I hope you're well. I hope you've had a fabulous night's sleep and you're up fresh and at 'em, because, well, if you're not, we're going to wake you up. will definitely wake you up. We've got lots of exciting things to bring you this morning as well. Well done. It'll go beautifully with the kit that's coming up just as well. Were you thinking that, Claire?
Yeah, both of the kits it would be lovely with.
It really would. Because you could, this with, oh, I guess that wire would be just stunning. The luster and the colour contrast.
Yeah, be wonderful.
Just
amazing. Yeah,
amazing.
that colour and the facets on that strand is just
beautiful.
unbelievable.
I think that's very Christmassy as well, very festive. $4.95 only. Incredible. Should we go over to the lovely Claire? We have got brand new wire coming your way. Brand new. Never been seen before. Kim and I had to do some research on it ourselves because we'd never seen it previously before. In speaking to our product buying team and our management team, they were saying, Eleanor, it can command hugely considered price points in the industry. If you do your price comparisons across the web, you'll see it just for a metre length at, you know, double figure prices in many cases. It's absolutely stunning. Now, it's your copper wire, but this is textured. So textured in a way, you'd find it very, very difficult to replicate this as jewellery makers. So if you were thinking, well, I could do that with a copper wire, I think you'd really, really struggle to get this detail. I wonder if you can see this. I'll start with the big spool because this is a 10 metre length and it's 1 millimetre gauge, but you'll actually see the texture of it. Can you see? It's like a, it's hard, it's like pave set. It's like a pave set wire. There's no gemstones included, but it does give that kind of illusion, like it's beautifully dusted with gorgeous gemstones. Now, this is the thickest gauge. It's your copper wire, and this is 1 millimetre, but it's that special pattern which we absolutely adore, and we're very, very proud to be launching today. Stunning, stunning. But we've got more. It's not just the one spool with it. The one spool. You also get others within this as well. And Claire, I love this bracelet that you've created.
It's quite a statement, isn't it?
It is statement, but I love that how it's more antique-y looking, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Amazing, absolutely incredible. Now, I'm just going to take this off here so you can actually see the wire itself. Again, that matching texture. This is the 0.8 gauge, so a slightly thinner gauge, so perfect for, well, again, you can create structure with this, and I'm sure Claire will be talking about it throughout the techniques, but again, you can see that pave detail, how it plays with the light. It plays with the light in a different way. It's a different surface luster to what our usual wire actually is. You're getting 10 metres of your 0.8 also, so it's going to go an awful long way. Last but by no means least, I love this contrast. This is the sort of antique edge that we were referring to, and it's kind of got a satiny appearance. It's your gold coloured patterned wire. Just to reiterate, if you've seen wire elsewhere, it tends to be like, well, even here at Jewellery Maker, it tends to be that kind of smooth finish, doesn't it? This is a texture which I think you'd find very, I'm not saying you can't do it, but I think you'd find it very, very difficult to replicate. That's why we were doing a bit of research with our buying team and saying, okay, what makes this so exciting? What makes it so special? It's the colouring, it's the texture, it's that wonderful pave detailing, which makes it unique, totally unique, and you'll really see the difference if you are a wire worker. When you get this home and compare the two, and you know you've got that extended money back guarantee, you'll really see the difference at how it plays with the light and the gorgeous luster that you see across all of the lengths effectively. So you're getting 3 spools, every single one of these, sorry, that's 8 millimetre gauge as well, so 30 metres in total with your patterned wire. It is brand new, it's never been on our screens previously before. We're very excited to be launching it this morning. Wonderful, almost like a very fine herringbone weave. Do you agree?
Yeah, it's sort of like a rope, isn't it, almost, yes. I suppose. Yeah, and I don't think you would be able to do that pattern yourself, because you'd have to sort of hammer all the way around, and then you would work hard on it, so it'd be very difficult to use. True. So I can't see how you couldn't get that result yourself.
You wouldn't be able to get that. And it would flatten it as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, okay, yeah, I'm so glad you said that then, yeah. I was thinking, could you possibly do this with a hammer? But yeah, obviously you wouldn't be able to then move it in the same way that you would like so. So there are, it's a stunning opportunity, and it really does capture and play with the light. And you'll see within Claire's designs the very distinctive difference. I mean, that cuff bracelet in itself is wire heavy, but really creates a stunning look. And it's not high shine, it's more more of a satin appearance, isn't it? Love that. Absolutely adore that. Just one of the examples that Claire has actually commissioned for you. Let's bring that price tag in. Brand new, premiering today, should be really £68.85 for all three. Okay, not today. £1.66 per metre. £49.95 for 30 metres of this pattern wire. Yeah, we were talking directly to our buying team and we were thinking, they were saying to us to actually buy 1 metre of this kind of, or something equivalent. You can pay double figure price tags for. We found the closest we've actually found is prices for how much? Over £3, so that's the most affordable that we've found for over a metre. So we are well and truly halving that. It's a wonderful texture. It's brand new and I love it. I mean, yes, it is it's a high-end wire. Would you agree with that?
Yes, yeah. I mean, but it looks high-end, doesn't it? It doesn't look like your standard. You know, it looks very different. It looks, you know, I hadn't seen anything like that. It's great.
You can see that it's luxurious.
Yes,
you can see it's a bit like if you go to sort of Italian jewellers, you'll see that texture and you can see the craftsmanship of the pieces. It's still the same. Essentially, it's still gold or it's still platinum or it's still silver. It's just been worked in a different way, and that's what you pay the price tag for. So beautiful, beautiful wire, which we're very proud to be launching today. Now, we'll bring you the second part of the kit before we then move over to the lovely Claire, who's going to be demonstrating some stunning pieces for you. I think that they're perfect combination. Pip, who designs our kits, has taken the fact that these are more of a subtle, they're not a brash yellow gold or a silver gold, and then sort of soften the gemstones as well, and they work wonderfully. 4 strands. Look at these, including golden obsidian. So you've got 2 strands of your golden obsidian. Then you've got your pyrite puffy hearts. And then you have got your gorgeous lavicite. So, I mean, this combination with the wire works absolutely effortlessly. Don't you believe? The quality of your golden obsidian. These are the 2 golden obsidians as well. Stunning reflections coming through with all of those tiny, tiny, tiny inclusions. Just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Do you agree that the pyrite and the golden obsidian works wonderfully with this wire? If I hold just one of the pieces next to those gemstones, you can see the combination, just how soft this is. It's a more wearable, wearable wire, more wearable gemstones. But we're not done there. We've also got more gemstone beauties to bring you, including glorious cabochons, 3 of these, and we only launched these a few weeks ago. I remember them actually arriving in the vault. They're gorgeous, aren't they? 3 of these in total. Look how reflective they are. You can actually see the studio lighting reflecting, actually reflecting off the surface of the gorgeous gemstone. And again, you're getting 3 of these, so they're going to go an awful long way. Work wonderfully with your wire wrapping. Work wonderfully with, well, soutache also. It doesn't have to be specifically wire work. Work wonderfully against one of those statement necklaces. I mean, these are so versatile, and the fact that they are that pure gold.
They're wonderful, aren't they? Yeah,
I love them.
Yeah, really striking.
I love them. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love cabochons which show off all their individuality and their markings, etc. But these are wonderful for making a statement, aren't they?
Yes, and wonderful if, say, if you wanted to make earrings as well, because they're a good size for that, and you know you've got exactly the same.
That's a good point, actually. They're not the biggest of cabochons, are they? They're not small by any means, but they are a great size that you could wear in the ear. You're totally right there, and they're not so heavy that they're going to pull the earlobe down or be uncomfortable in any way, shape or form. Let's bring that price tag in for you. Evening festivities with Claire Macdonald. One of the most affordable kits that we have brought you. Exclusively all your gemstones here. If you want to get the wire, then obviously that's separate. We brought you just brand new premiering. Should be, really, £26.75 for 4 strands and 3 cabochons. Look at the golden obsidian. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Should be £26.75. However, wait. £14.95. Have we ever done a kit at £14.95 before? Well, I tell you what, Kimbo, we certainly haven't. That's an amazing deal. That's a lot of gemstones. That's working out. I can't even do the maths. If we class the cabochons as one gemstone strand, so that's what, £3? £3 each, is that right, Kim? Okay, so you counted the cabochons individually. £2.14 per component. £2.14 for your gold and obsidian, £2.14 for your pyrite, £2.14 for your lavakite, £2.14 for your wonderful golden cabochons. They're stunning, aren't they? That's got to be one of the most amazing, that's a bundle to me, that's a bundle price point, really, and we are really going to sell out because there is very seldom time that we can even bring you a kit of this price tag, especially when it is this specifically gem heavy. Tons of you there. Very good morning to each and every single one of you. And you've not been light on gemstones at all, have you, Claire?
That's what I was just thinking. And so that is still from the first. That's not my second sample. That's from the first.
And look how much you've got left.
I've got left.
So you could have made.
Yeah, same again. Yeah, definitely.
Same again. Minus your cabochons, obviously, because you've used all the cabochons. But yeah, you could have made those earrings again, most definitely. The bracelets again. You could have made the necklaces. You could have made again.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
just
incredible.
An amazing deal. I'd pay that for the golden obsidian. I'd pay that for the cabochons. I'd pay that for the pyrite. I mean, the puffy stars in pyrite. That's a gorgeous way of cutting this gemstone. Especially this time of year. Okay, so stay where you are on those phone lines because we're going to go over to the lovely Claire so she can give us the designer inspiration. We can show off all of her fabulous pieces. I'm going to take my cup of tea with me as well. Incredible, absolutely incredible pieces. I love that statement floral look.
Yeah, I do love floral pieces, as people know.
Is that your thing? Is that
I think so. I try and be different sometimes, but yeah, it sort of always comes back to.
That's all right.
That's what I see. Yeah.
That's all right. Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? We make what we love, and etc. Yeah. That's like artists will paint what they like painting, etc.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you are artists, without shadow of a doubt. I love that statement cuff at the end.
Yes, yeah. I just with that wire. I mean, you can sort of. I have tried to do it. So I've done the silver around the one part, and then I've twisted the gold and the silver, and then had the gold, so it sort of graduates into the.
You've got a two-tone
deep gold,
effect,
of the cabochon.
Oh, and that really does work. It's like, I can see that graduation, but also that two-tone effect. We're talking about Italian jewellery. That's very Italian jewellery. I mean, how much would you sell a piece like that for, Claire?
I suppose probably about £35, something like that. I think
really?
I'd be quite,
That's an amazing price point for
I don't sell my jewellery, but I suppose I'd be quite happy with that.
Amazing. That's an amazing price point for the luxury of the wire, the detailing of the wire as well. And how much would you say you actually invested into that one piece?
There's quite a bit of wire there, but once it's not a difficult technique, and there are only probably about six gemstones plus the cabochon, so it's probably, I don't know, probably I suppose less than £10, wouldn't it be, of your
of what you've
material,
actually what you've actually paid.
Yeah.
Fabulous. So what is it you're going to be demonstrating for us?
I'm going to do the daisy brooch, so this one down here.
Love it.
So I thought we could have a little play with, so you can see the wire, see the cabochon. We'll have a little go at prong setting, and hopefully if we've got time make the because I didn't have any brooch back, so you can how we make one of those.
Oh, lovely. And brooches are really making a comeback, aren't they, in the jewellery industry? I like that.
Brilliant.
With scarves and pashminas, you know, we're sort of, I think I saw on in a magazine the other day where a big woolen scarf and it just pinned with a really large statement brooch at the shoulder. Yeah, it looks fabulous. So you can imagine that, can't you, really making that big statement. Amazing. So you're starting with the...
So I'm starting with the patterned wire, and it's the 1 mil. So we're going to start first of all. So if we break the brooch down into the components. So we've got sort of the flower section, the centre section, so the middle with the cabochon, and then the brooch back. So if I start off, so I'm just going to again smooth out any kinks out of the 1 mil. And how I'm going to form this, I want sort of quite, I don't really want round petals. If you look at a daisy, I want sort of more elongated spiky petals. So the way I did that was round a ruler.
Ah, top tip. I was wondering how you got them so uniformed and everything.
So I'm trying to wreck the place. So what I'm going to do, so I've just got, and obviously I'm playing about, so this is a small ruler, it's Lola's ruler, I'll turn it that way. But obviously if you use a bigger ruler, you're going to have longer petals. So if I start off, so I'm just going to leave myself a tail, so probably about, I've probably left a couple of inches there, and I'm just going to grip that there. So I'm just holding on, putting the pressure on with this hand, and I'm going to start wrapping around, just really simply wrapping. And you know, if you've got dexterity problems, you can use your pliers for this. But every time you go round, that's one petal.
Ah.
So if we keep going, I'm going all the way, and I'll take it to about like that. So again, I'm going to leave myself a tail on that side as well. So I've got the two tails and my petals on the ruler. So I'm just going to start opening it up, so you can see now how that is holding
Its shape.
Yeah, those kinks. So it's a little bit fiddly at first, because obviously you've done it quite tightly onto the.
Well, you needed to do it tightly to actually
to
get the bends, didn't you?
Yeah, but you can see this. You know, this wire is brilliant in that it will hold that shape
without kinking at all as well.
So I just take that off. So now you've almost thought it looks like a little bit of a jumble of wires. So if we just start at the top. So where we first started, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring that tail back down. So you can see I've got a first petal there. And I'm going to squeeze that one back down. And as you go along, you're just squeezing and bringing these edges and these angles back together. So keep going round. So I'm going, that's clockwise, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not very good with my left and right and clockwise.
That's it. No, yeah, clockwise you're going.
So you can see I'm just splaying them out, but bringing them back together. Let me just move that tail out the way there. So each time I've got the two angles, I'm bringing them in and sort of splaying them out into the circle. So keep going. So if I lift my thumb, you can see where it's sort of starting to spin round.
Yeah, starting to form that flower.
So if we bring that one in. So now, when you're happy like that, so now if I were looking at that, I would thought, right, I'm not ready to secure that yet because it's quite uneven on this side. So if I just bring them round a little bit, even them out.
Tweak it.
Yeah. And when I'm happy with that, I'm just going to take the top tail and bring under. And the bottom tail, and you will see when you're making this, you'll see where the best place to secure is. And I'm going to bring that down. So I've got my two tails at the bottom now, and you can see that's the top. So you can play about with however many however many petals you want. But if you make two of those, so you've got that. So two of those. I'll just move on to these ones. So I've got my two, and then with the second one, so if that's my first one, with my second one, I want a much longer tail. So I've probably left about 20-25 centimetres of a tail there and a normal tail there. So if we just pop those to the side a minute, so we've got those. The next part is the centre of the brooch, which is the cabochon. So if we have a little look, and these cabochons are great for setting because you've got that little, if you can just see around there, you've got that little ridge, that little rim, which makes it really, really easy to set, whether you choose to, you can either net it or prong setting, or however you choose. I think I did on the cuff. I'd done the like a three wire almost bezel setting. So I mean they're wonderful. If you're a beginner, it's a brilliant cabochon.
There's something to hook on with, isn't there? It's
really
not got a smooth cabochon.
So if we start off, so we've got our cabochon. So what we're going to do sort of a way to prong set.
I love the fact that with your brooch as well, you've used the gold coloured wire to prong set, so you're not.
It works beautifully, doesn't it? It doesn't detract from that.
Yeah, you're not going to hide the colour within it. Yeah, it does work wonderfully, and it is almost invisible, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
It blends into the cabochon itself. just incredible. Whilst Claire is just sorting out the wire 1 second that she's going to be using and working with it, I'm just going to show you this next bundle opportunity. And there is a combination of components within this opportunity, including gorgeous, well, perfect for any wire worker, essentially. It is your wire dispenser. No, I'm sure you have got multiples of these, Claire.
No, I haven't, and I could do with. I really could do with it.
Well, I just saw you struggling with it. I bet you've got loads, but I bet they're all at home.
I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, these. How many did you get in total? Three in a pack. So they just literally attach around your wire spool, and you can just pull it. And it stops it just going, you know that,
yes,
like the sound effects.
Yeah, it's good. It's exactly how it is.
That's exactly what happens. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a wire worker especially, but I do have wire at home, and it goes all spirals out, and then it gets kinks when you're in storage and everything like that. So you want to look after your wire. This is from Ceylon, so we do outsource this. We do actually get this sent in because it's an invaluable product. And once you've got one, obviously, or however many you need, depending on how much wire you use, then they're absolutely invaluable. They're very easy as well. They're little pieces of elastic, essentially, that then you can tighten up or release and help you dispense your wire without all of the drama, shall we say, without all the saga. So this is one of the components. Then also we are bringing you your elasticity, Ceylon elasticity. Now this is like a metallic chain. I love this. I've seen it in black previously before. I love the silver. Can you see it there? And it is stretchy, so you could do so much with this.
I've not seen it.
Have you not seen it? I have. I've seen it in the black before. Shall I take this off for a second so that everybody can see? And I'll try not to have that same issue like we were just talking about. Look, see, it's stretchy.
Oh wow.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you could easily stitch into this and all sorts of things. I'll pop it on the back of my hand so you can actually see what you're getting. So it is a beautiful silver sort of elastic, wonderful elastic chain. So very punk style, sort of steampunk style jewellery, perfect for gents jewellery as well. And you are getting in total, it's a 3mm width, 4 foot of this, so it's measured in feet, which is approximately 1.2 meters on this spool that you're getting. So that as well. And it says to finish elastic chain, use jump rings, tags and clasps, so you can use so much with that as well. Not just that though, we're also bringing you your hypo cement glue with your precision pointer, I suppose, for want of a better word. I mean, this is invaluable, isn't it, this glue?
Yeah.
It does dry clear. So we were talking yesterday, we were talking about, I was on last night with Debbie Bulford, and she was using this just to finish off some of that new boho cord, because you can't see it. Rather than singe it with, say, a lighter, then this would actually bring you that clear finish and prevent anything fraying. You can use it for your half-drilled gemstones. I mean, anything really.
I mean, they're both brilliant glues for different uses. That I would I would use that, for all the wonderful pearls that we do half drilled, and so simple. Just put it onto onto a head pin and you're away really. And then this glue I would use. Sorry, if I just reach over. Yeah. Would be great with something like this, so that if just to use, because it's a little bit thicker. So you could just, put a sort of a blob at the back there, and because it dries clear and hard, so that would be just a bit thicker
for the added security of the brooch you're making. Yeah. Right, there we go. It is. It's probably the most used glue that I see with our guest designers. I mean, I know there are various different types of glue, but this one is the one certainly that our guest designers tend to pull out time and time again, because it dries clear. So it is as invisible as glue can be, I suppose. And it has got that precision end. Now, I've certainly had errors with really strong glue where you've glued your fingers together, or I've got it on my fingernails and then you can't get it off. That's it. With this, you're going to eliminate those kind of issues with care, obviously, of use. You can really get into those nooks and crannies. You can really get that precision finish with them as well. So 3 wonderful components, 3 products that we don't get to bring you every single day, because especially the elastic, especially the bead Ceylon wire dispensers, which really do look after and tame, I suppose, the spools of wire rather than having them all. If I go out, if I were to look under the guest designer's drawer now, not naming and shaming, but believe me, it does become a little bit of a mess under here. And there's wire everywhere, and half of the spools are empty because the wire have found their way off the spools.
Yeah.
So that eliminates all of
that. You do waste
exactly.
so much by that, and I am guilty of that.
It is wasting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Totally. And sometimes, I know that sometimes some of our wire comes with these clear C-hooks, I suppose, these ones here, but they snap.
Yes.
They do sometimes snap, so this is elastic. You haven't got to constantly worry about them breaking on you. These are, it's a product that will last, and it's a very simple concept, I suppose.
I was just thinking that, but all the best concepts really are, aren't they? That simple, and they can, make a real difference.
Like cocktail brollies and things like that.
Yes. Yeah.
I wonder that person somewhere is on a yacht.
Yeah, I bet they are.
Living the high life for inventing little umbrellas you stick in cocktails. Yeah, simplest concept is the best ideas. I totally agree. Let's bring that price tag in because we've got lots of multi-buyers. I'm not surprised at all. Wow. I've just heard where this is going to. I'd pay that for each of these individually. $7.95. I mean, you'd pay that for the glue.
Brilliant. Yes, yeah, that's brilliant.
You'd pay that for the elastic and then some, to be honest, because that's gorgeous, that elastic. And you've never seen it before,
No, I've
Claire?
not seen that before.
What would you do with this?
It's quite unisex. I think I'd probably be tempted to use it. Almost, you could use it as like extender chain at the back.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't sort of, because it's quite unisex. So you could, if you're thinking, well, I could just have it hidden away at the back. I mean, it'd be quite comfortable, wouldn't it, on the back of your? Sorry,
it
don't
would.
get the mic then. Yeah. Get on the back of your neck.
Yeah, it would really feel lovely. Comfort of wear.
Yeah.
Or maybe if you do your headbands or your headdresses or something like that, then it's got that a certain amount of give within it as well.
Bracelets as well. I mean, bracelets as well, because you've got all those. It's very on trend, isn't it?
Love it. Well done. $7.95. Not surprised. It's very popular. I'd be getting involved, and it's looking like it's going to be a sellout. So that's the problem. That's why you haven't seen it, Claire.
I know, yeah, because
I've seen it once previously before, and it sold out. Am I the only one that's seen it then in studio? I think I am. Gosh, check me out. Right, so back to your demonstration.
Okay.
You've done those two flowers, and you've sorted out your wire, which you wouldn't have had that issue if you had a wire dispenser, would you? So you've sorted it out, and do you have to warm this wire the same as you would normal wire?
I do. I suppose it's. I think it's just an instinctive thing that I always do when I'm starting to work with it, because I mean, I've said before, because it gives me a feel for what I'm going to be working with. If I just sort of took it off the reel, although I know the gauge, all wires are very different, whether they're sort of harder wires, softer wires. So by sort of like running my finger, running it through my fingers, it will sort of warm it up, and it sort of might make it a little bit more springy, but you've got a real feel then for how much pressure you need to put on things, or almost sort of what you can get away with really as you're working with it. And I always find that by doing that, it's a lot easier to get rid of any kinks. Yeah. When it's in a straight
beforehand,
like that. Yeah, rather than trying to go in and correct and then overwork your wire. Mm-hmm. So I'm working now with, so this is the gold, the 0.8 with the patterned wire. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to start off, again, leaving myself a little tail, just so that I've got a little bit of play, and I'm just going to start and make a loop. So just round any mandrel that you've got. So I just want that, an initial circle there, so that I can set, if I just turn it over, Shall I take the black board off? Would that help?
That might be better, yeah. So if I move that.
So you can see there, so I've got that initial circle. And obviously you want that sort of reasonably small. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's entirely up to you, however you feel comfortable to, if you want to have it wider and your prongs shorter, have a play about. So if we're starting, so again, work with any sort of wire work, if we're setting anything, it's always, you've got two components here. So you've got your wire work and your cabochon. So you always need to reference one against the other, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to do a great, perfect job of this point, but it's actually no good. It doesn't fit in with with your cabochon. So because we're working and we're going to be doing a little bit of prong setting, we constantly need to refer back to check the length of the prongs against the cabochon. Now, I'm going to do it by eye. It's entirely up to you if you want to measure, and so obviously you would make them all the same. That's entirely up to you. So you could, if you prefer to measure things, you would just sort of go round and measure as you're going.
I love your ruler, by the way.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a good job Lola's at school, because I'd be in big trouble.
She's like, yeah, she's at school thinking, where's my ruler?
Yeah.
I need that now. I need that. I need to do a bit of measuring.
Sorry, Lola. So
this bundle has almost sold out, by the way, so well done to those of you that were successful. Hugely popular. I'm not surprised by that in the slightest, so well done. $7.95.
I know. I mean, that's great for the glue, isn't it? And anything else is a...
As a bonus?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so if we're looking, so I'm going to start now with my, my pliers, and I'm going to have a little thing, and I'm going to take my first prong to come out, sort of going at that angle. So I'm working, so I've got the small tail here, and I'm going to be working, and if you can imagine, this is off the reel. Now, it's entirely up to you whether you work off the reel, if you can sort of, sometimes people prefer to trim off the reel so they haven't got the weight sort of detracting from them, but obviously you will get more wastage then. So if we have a little look, so we reference against the cabochon, so I'm going to take it off. I'm just going to insert my pliers sort of into the circle, so I've still got that full circle to give me a little bit of strength. I'm going to come off at an angle. If I just have a little look, again, reference against. So I'm saying, I'm judging that I want my prong to come to about, if it comes to about there, so if I just hold my pliers there, there's enough to be going over, so if I keep that central, to be going over the edge and gripping it tightly. So I'm just going to put the pliers back in. So if I just put them there and bend all the way back round. Now when it comes to about this point, I'm going to take the pliers out because I want a nice, really tight bend there, tight angle. So I'm just swapping them over, bring down, and then I'm going to squeeze together. I'm just squeezing just gently so they don't go one on top of the other, so they're sitting next to each other, and just squeeze. So you can see I've got a really nice tight bend there. Now to carry on with that circle, I'm just going to open it up slightly, just ever so slightly, just so that I can insert the pliers in between those two wires and carry on round that circle. When I come out, take it out, I can squeeze it back together. So I'm going to go bend it round. So it's still following that first circle at the bottom. So again, I'll reference against the cabochon. So I'm going to say my next one needs to come out about there. I'm just looking about there. So if I take it off and bring out and do exactly the same. So I'm taking
You're creating the same sort of shape as your petals, aren't you, really?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, you are. And you could, I mean, that would be a nice idea, actually. I mean, I'm only going to do 4, but you could play about with having, you could have as many prongs as you want, really, and that would sort of mirror
the petal design.
Yeah. Oh, you've come up with a better design idea than me.
Don't be so silly.
That'd be really nice, actually.
Don't be so silly. No, because then I suppose if you did that, then you wouldn't see as much of the genuine gemstone, would you?
Well, you wouldn't, but you've got, I suppose when you've got like a real feature of wire like this, you could, you know... It
is a feature wire, yeah.
Yeah, you could do either, couldn't you?
Either or. Some people...
I like that idea. I might have that one for me, thanks.
You can have it.
Thank you.
You can have that one. No, well, I'm not going to be able to do it, so you might as well. So you've created it's like a little Martian.
It is, isn't it? It's like it's got his little... Is it the antenna? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little alien.
That was exactly the look I was going for.
It is. You were thinking that's a little alien.
That's what I want. Yeah.
I told you my brain works in mysterious ways. Now, just to quickly show everybody, the graphics are on your screen at the moment. Now, these are sterling silver.
Oh wow.
Now, Kim was saying to me, Elle, I thought these were copper. And not because they look like they're copper, but because of the deal that you're about to get. Double trouble, and they're your wonderful plain agate rounds. rosary linked in between. This will look amazing with the pendant that you're creating right now. Now they are low in stock, so do grab them whilst you can. A perfectly wearable design. I'd be putting them together to wear as one long neckline piece. That'd be fantastic. Either or, keep it as simple or as complex as you wish. Now this is sterling silver. It's not copper with an overlay. It is sterling silver. Each length is 16 inches, so that's one chain in its own right. But if you wanted it a little bit longer, I like the idea of this chain as a 32 inch. Then you could easily connect them together, Claire, couldn't you?
You could, yeah.
With one of your sterling silver findings as well. I've not seen agate rounds like this. I've had them in Amethyst and they sold out. Remember the Amethyst plain round selling out? You're getting 2 of these as well, so it's not just the one, it's a double trouble opportunity. 40 carats times 2, so 80 carats in total of your beautiful black agate. I love the simplicity, that monochromatic combination really always works. It's effortless, doesn't it? And just the beauty and intricacy of every single one of those links. I mean, I know we always say it, and do bear with us. There is a reason for us repeating ourselves. But Claire, for us, a jewellery maker, as a guest designer, to make a rosary link chain like this, it would take you.
It takes you a long time, and you will also get, no matter how careful you are, you get a lot of wastage as well. So it's time. It's obviously effort and the potential to waste the materials that you're working with, and especially if it's sterling silver, it's not really something. And I just always think with that, it frees you up to do maybe the more creative side that you want to do. Absolutely.
Let's bring that price tag in, because I know there's a lot of interest in this as well. So dial in as soon as you possibly can. It is low in stock. We're limited. We've straight away got jewellery makers on the web checking out, making confirmations out on the telephone lines. Wow. $12.95 for both. I mean, for the sterling silver alone. That's an amazingly affordable price tag.
It's so neat, isn't it?
You would be hard pushed to replicate that, wouldn't you?
It'd be wonderful glasses chain, wouldn't it?
Oh, I like that idea.
It would suit us today.
It would. We got the black memo today, clearly. I'm always in black, though. I need to start wearing colours a little bit more. But yeah, put your big Jackie O glasses on them.
Yes, yeah.
We've got more in baskets than we've actually got in stock, so it's first come, first serve. It is going to be an absolute sellout. Congratulations to each and every single one of you. Leave those last few with you, and there is, well, I can see everybody that's got it in their baskets. I'll keep everything crossed, but it's first come, first serve. So back to our little Martian.
Okay, he's got another one now. Look, he's sort of
You see Martians sometimes with 3 antennas.
I was thinking of the what are they called? You know, the what were they called? The Teletubbies, was it?
Teletubbies, yeah, they had trumpets for ears, didn't they? I always looked at those and thought they looked like trumpets. Their ears. They were very bizarre. Who comes up with these ideas?
I don't know. That was a funny one, wasn't it?
I do worry. I do worry. Like, who thinks, oh, this is a good idea that will make millions?
Yeah.
And it did make millions.
It did. Yeah, it did. It did. So it looks like a little Teletubby there. Now I made a bit of a mistake there. So I was going to, as I started, if I just show you where I don't really want to bend it again because I've already done it once, but I was going to start about there, which is going to be too far along. So, or if you do that, all you need to do is just straighten it back up and just readjust and just go back. Sort of, if I just bring that there, so I want to come out at about that angle.
Yeah.
So I've got
I can't see this mistake that you made. I think you're being very precise. I can't see a single mistake.
Well, the thing, it's a good way to do it. You don't need to be too precise, but reasonably so, I suppose, because you want it to. It's got to do a job, hasn't it? You want it to really secure that. You don't want that cabochon to plop out, and you'd be very sad then, wouldn't you, if you lost it. So you've got your four prongs. So I'm just going to trim that off now because I've got more than enough there. Now, if you just take some, if you've got, you can either do with your 0.25 or your 0.4 wire. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get my round nose pliers, and I'm going to create like a little. So I've got the 2 tails, so you can see those. So I'm just going to insert the round nose pliers, and I just want to create a little loop. I'm going to do that on both of the on both of those tails, just to get rid of them, because what that will do, that allows me, I'm not going to close them up yet, that allows me somewhere to secure the wire that I'm going to be using to wrap, but also when I'm going to secure it to whatever it is that, you know, the base of the flower. So you've got that structure now. So if I just take some of the, and I'll show you how to start. I've got one that I've done, but I'll just take a little bit.
Of your normal wire, using just a thread, rather than use your special wire that we've. I mean, all wire's special, granted, but you want to keep that on show rather than use it for the mechanics, I suppose, of a piece of jewellery.
Absolutely. I'm just going to bend these little loops in. So what that will do, because you've started off, so you've got your 2 layers there. So you've got your layer with the initial circle that you've done, and then your prongs. So that just gives you a little bit more strength. But what you need to do, you need to be binding those 2 layers and pay attention to around the edge of each prong. So if we start off, so I'm going to start off sort of midway, and I'm just going to wrap around. So I'm just wrapping one next to the other, no weaving, just straightforward wrapping, and I'm paying attention to go right up next to each side of the prong. So I've gone all the way up to the top, and I'm going to go through and bring across the other side, because that will really strengthen the prong. So bring that over, and it's entirely up to you whether you can continue wrapping all the way around, so you would just keep going all the way, or when you've done a few wraps either side, you can just switch over like that and bring over. So if we have a look, so there's that. So what it will end up doing is, if you end up with that little
perfect bail.
Yeah. So
it's got eyes now.
It has, yeah. It's a little creature. And I've kept the tail on that.
Lovely.
So if we just bring that in, so you can see, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to start, and I'm probably going to, before I set the gem, I'm just going to give a little tweak to either all the prongs. So I'm just curving it in, just starting it off really. I'm going to set the cabochon in, and I'm going to start
wrapping it round.
Wrapping them round.
Using just round nose pliers?
I'm just using my round nose pliers at the moment while I start off. I'm going sort of like opposite.
Yeah.
And you obviously take much longer than I'm going to do now, and you make sure it's really nice and secure. And then I'm going to go in, so you can see I've got a little gap there. So I'm just resting there, and I'm going to make sure that I don't scratch obviously the surface. I'm just going around, pushing those. Bring in.
Beautiful.
And round. So you've got your, I mean, they're a little bit uneven, but you get the idea.
Absolutely stunning.
And then you group your, and then pop your, and because you've left that tail there, so you're just gonna, with all your tails that you've got, you just group them together and stitch that. So you'd stitch that with your 0.4 that you've got all the way through. So because you've got that mass of wires, so you've got loads of wire there.
That you can anchor onto.
Yeah, and because you've got that frame with the loops, so just spend a bit of time stitching that to secure it onto there. And then you've got your, double it up. I mean, you can play about and do as many as you like with that, to have as many layers of petals. And the other thing you can do with your petals is just, just to give it a little,
turn them.
It's just a little little kink up.
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, my lovely.
You're very welcome.
Love it. Absolutely love it. That statement brooch. Now we have got time for you to all enjoy the inspirations of your incredible designs. It is, of course, today's Wall of Fame. Oh, there's some amazing pieces here, Claire.
There are.
There are some stunning
there always
pieces.
is, isn't there?
Always, always is. Classic elegance here. Number 268 comes from, let me see, Kerry in Stafford, just up the road, Kerry. Beautiful piece. You are number
Gorgeous.
268.
I've got 267. This is beautiful
Lovely.
as well. And this is from Lindy. I'm not sure where Lindy's from, but that's beautiful. Really stunning. Very simple and elegant. Beautiful.
Absolutely amazing. I've got number 270.
How
Look at
neat's
those.
that?
Beautiful bale wrap. Is that bale wrapping?
Yeah, I think a briolet wrap, isn't it? Something like that.
Briolet
Yeah,
wrap, which Mark was showing me how to do the other day. And this comes from Katie Page. Doesn't say where you're from, Katie, but stunning pair of earrings and very
Gorgeous.
precise. You're number 270.
I've got 269. Look at that Labradorite, it's beautiful. And this is Irina Knowles. Yeah, good luck, that's beautiful.
Irina Knowles,
Lovely.
lovely quality and lovely beadwork there as well. 272, stunning coral, and it comes from Glenys Davis. Hello to you, Glenys in Porthcawl. Beautiful, beautiful work. Now, keep those entries coming in for the Wall of Fame. We have got more to show you throughout the course of the show and throughout the course of the day. So the draw will, of course, be a little bit later on. More designer inspiration from the lovely Claire. After the break, though, we have got your presenter's pick, which is going to bowl you over.
There are two easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company.
Always a gemstone that I will pick for our jewellery makers because it has got exceptional breathtaking brilliance. Aquamarine for all of its subtle, delicate hues, for its wonderful summer's day blue, for all of that wonderful performance of light internally. When you've got quality like this strand is, have you ever noticed how they seem to glisten like freshly fallen snow? They seem to absolutely radiate light. It is a very frozen-esque gemstone. It always reminds me of sort of a winter's day, and I love the fact that certainly certainly on my Facebook page, a couple of my friends were out and about, and you could see them last night with their woolly bobbles on. You could see them all wrapped up, and pictures of winter is well and truly upon us. And the mornings when you wake up and you throw the curtains back and you see that freshly fallen snow. Not everybody loves snow, but I've always been a little bit of a snow baby. Kim's just saying then, I absolutely hate snow. I love it. I do love it. Only for a certain length of time. I don't like it to be around for too long, but especially when it is freshly fallen, I think there's no better feeling and no better sight than freshly fallen snow with that wonderful glistening appearance. Why am I talking about this? Because this strand does do that. You can see almost the reflections coming internally, now deliberately left in their nugget formation. So you see the luster, you can see the gorgeous clarity, you can see the variations of blues that come through. It's 360 degrees of stunning aquamarine, a gemstone which has been and always will be favoured throughout centuries, worn by ladies all around the globe for its soft and subtle delicacy, for its complementary tone and saturation, for the way that this gemstone literally sparkles. Imagine getting almost a metre of wonderful, natural, genuine aquamarine, Brazilian aquamarine, more to the point, which is synonymous and famed for producing some of the finest in the world. Now, this has actually been heat treated ever so slightly. That's not unusual and certainly not detrimental to the actual value of the gemstone at all. Ultimately, it's all about the intensity of those hues, just how perfect that saturation is, and the level of tone. 115 carats in total of your plain nuggets, but they are sizable, from 2 by 1 millimeter right the way up to 9 by 1 millimeter. These are, I'm thinking bridal, I'm thinking for maybe if you're going to the snowball, which is not too far away now. So if you're going there and you're maybe commissioning yourself something special to wear to that event. I love the lighting, those snowballs. If you've never been before, the lighting they use, and it's in Wroxall Abbey, I believe, I think, local to us. The lighting there is wonderful, so it's quite evening-like. It's certainly candlelight lighting. So gemstones like this are really going to show off. They're going to glisten and gleam. Let's bring that price tag in for you. 84 centimeters of your aquamarine, the wonderful gemstone which has never ever seemed to diminish from, of course, popularity. It should be really $7.95. How perfect is this for bridal? How perfect is this for tiaras? How perfect is this for any occasion, really? It's one of the most versatile gemstones and certainly one of the most complimentary. $7.95 is an amazing deal already, but we're not nearly done there. We're going so much lower. Good luck to every single one of you, and well done to each and every single one that is on those phone lines already. $4.95, Claire, for aquamarine.
If you were selling your jewellery, you would have to, wouldn't you, get your authenticity, and because
I don't think people would believe.
Well, yeah, because you wouldn't have to do. It's not any sort of fancy advanced jewellery making. You just restrand it, wouldn't you? You know, if the temporary strand is not strong enough, and just have a beautiful necklace like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And just because we're bringing it to you at $4.95, that's no reflection of the true value or worth, because, you know, the savings we pass on to you, if you're a business, then obviously I hope you take that into consideration, and that's more profit to you, I suppose. Aquamarine, and I totally agree with what Claire is saying there, because I think if at this kind of price tag, and I've certainly had this with my own circle of friends. I had Mandy, one of my good friends, and she might be watching. Hi, Mandy, if you are. She said to me, Eleanor, how is it possible? How do you get gemstones of this, of the quality that you were talking about, and bring it at the price tags that you do, when most retailers will bring it to you at a higher price point? And obviously, I explained how it's how we source our gemstones. It's the quantity that we source our gemstones. It's the quantity that we will will sell in any one given moment. So much to consider. Aquamarine, you'd have to educate, especially in if you were maybe doing your craft fairs, etc. You'd have to really educate people on, yeah, this is genuine, here's the certificate of authenticity, here's the country of origin, etc. And obviously I'd hope that you wouldn't bring a £4.95 price tag. Well done to every single one of you. I need to move on though in the essence of time. You've done it, congratulations. Speaking of, you said, Claire, that it doesn't have to be a very high-end jewellery technique, really.
No,
with that.
yeah, no, not at all.
Memory wire bracelets.
Perfect, absolutely perfect. And Mark is really successful with, you know,
he is
on his stall, isn't he, with things like that.
Lovely Mark Smith, who's in the building today. Woo! If he's watching, by the way, you might want to dial through, Mark. I don't know if he's watching. He's got a workshop on right now, because you're getting 2 lots. These are like, I hadn't seen them in ages.
I haven't seen memory wire for ages.
Oh, especially in this gold colour. Oh, can you imagine the gold with the aquamarine? I love yellow gold with aquamarine. Now, make along chips. You get the DVD. Where do I start? Where do I start? Now, you get all of this memory wire, the 3 different sizes, which is your bracelets, your necklaces, and your rings. If you're thinking, why are there coils of? It's a bit like a slinky, I suppose. It's because you can cut them so you can have like a 2-layered, a 3-layered, or you can just have a single layered. 10 coils on the large, 14 on the other 2. So the ring and also the bracelet, you get 14 of those. So it's a perfect shank basically, or a very beautiful statement ring, and you just weave on the gemstones. Dead simple, and it is one of our guest designer Mark, one of his most popular and most saleable items of jewellery, and he says, you know, he'll sell them usually, about £15?
I think it is, isn't it? Yeah.
£15,
yeah.
Depending on the gemstone, obviously, but about £15 for just a couple of coils with your chips on. So you're not just getting the one of those, you're getting 2 packs. So 2 packs of your memory wire, and it's the gold coloured. Plus then your Chips and Nuggets DVD, which has got 7 different techniques, how you actually use your chips. There's Mark himself filming the DVD with the lovely Vicky Carr. So you can, there's the introduction, there's the memory wire that he's just feeding on. Those pieces of jewellery, if you've ever seen pictures of Mark's craft fairs, you'll see them on there. You can see, and they're usually taken centre stage. Again, another way of using your chips and nuggets. So you've got the introduction, using eye pins and head pins, ladder weave, you've got the graduated multi-strand necklace, you've got 3-strand plait, which you've just seen in the necklace, crochet and macrame. So beautiful techniques, variations of techniques, and I love with your chips and nuggets the texture that you get from these wonderful pieces of jewellery. But let's also bring you some genuine gemstones, shall we? We're not nearly done. 2 lots of your memory wire, your Chips and Nuggets DVD, plus gorgeous gemstones. Look at the colour combination. Now hang on a minute. When have you ever seen yellow aventurine?
I don't think I haven't seen that colour at all.
I was just looking at it, orange, I beg your pardon, but I was looking at it thinking, what gemstone is that?
That's a lovely combination, isn't it? It's like the sunshine in the sky.
I can remember us bringing you, it was only last week that we brought blue aventurine, and we were like, wow, I've never seen blue aventurine before, and it was only last week. We've got gorgeous orange aventurine here. I think that's more of a golden yellow myself, but, you know, horses for courses, whichever you see. Imagine this combination with the yellow gold memory wire. It's amazing.
That'd be a lovely start, wouldn't it, for a present for somebody or for yourself. You know, if you're just starting, that's wonderful, because you don't really, other than the pliers, you don't need anything else, no. And you would make lovely jewellery.
Absolutely. And they're sizable. These are the big nuggets, aren't they? They're not so much chips, these are the big nuggets. So if you prefer that slightly bigger size, which is easier then for, well, sight-wise, so you can see the drill holes a lot easier. If you've got dexterity issues, these are that little bit bigger as well. So there's a lot of components within this. You've got just to recap, you've got all of the memory wire, 2 spools of each of the sizes, the large, the bracelet, and also the rings. You're getting 10 of the, or 20 in total actually, 20 of the large necklace memory wires. Then you're getting 30, was it? Oh, sorry, 28, I beg your pardon. There's 14 on each of the bracelets and 14 on each of the rings. There's 28 in total of the smaller sizes. All of these gorgeous gemstones, and they are 84 centimetre strands and big sizable gemstones, plus your DVD. We should be bringing this to you at £16.75. Should be. However, not today. You've seen the kind of deals that Kimbo's been bringing you this morning. I'm delighted to be reunited with Kim, and I'm loving the fact that we've got these deals, and she's still got that rebellious streak. And at £8.95, you'd pay £4.95 for the DVD alone, and that's an amazing price point. There's approximately an hour of tutorials on each of our DVDs, all the genuine gemstones, and of course the findings. The memory wire also,
and the lovely bags as well.
And the lovely bags. Absolutely. I mean, we were saying one bracelet, which I'm sure Mark uses just 2 spools, doesn't he? Two loops.
Yeah, that would just, so you'd have, maybe two to 3, and that would wrap round, wouldn't it?
Here we go, just here, there's 2 wraps. There we go, it's 2 wraps. So you've actually made profit straight away from one bracelet, and you've got leftovers as well. Yeah, gorgeous piece of jewellery to make, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gorgeous piece of jewellery to make. And it doesn't have to be just jewellery. You could use these for napkin rings. The medium size maybe would be perfect for napkin rings, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
I'm thinking for the Christmas table, because that's something I've got to think of at the moment, because I've got all the family coming round. But you could do little napkin rings, and then you could have little wine glass rings there as well.
Yeah,
just thinking outside of the box somewhat.
That'd be great, yeah.
And the gold, you don't see memory wire every single day, do you? Well done, £8.95 only, fabulous bundle, loving it, absolutely loving it. Need to move on. Okay, box number 5, did you say? From all of these?
It's a good noise, isn't it?
It is a good noise. Last night I was trying to do that impression of the Tic Tacs advert. You know the Tic Tacs advert? I'm not very good at a Brummie accent. You know the ones where she goes, "Did she just shake her Tic Tacs at me?" I do it at home, and my other half is like, "That, stop it." Tom says, "Stop it," because you don't sound like a Brummie at all.
Sounds a bit like me.
Did she just shake her Tic Tacs at me? Is that good? I see. There you are, Tom.
It was very,
did she just shake her sterling silver earrings at me? It's in my world. I know. I apologise. It is a good sound, Claire. Look at all of these. Now they are your posts with your butterfly backs. You get 100 pairs, so 200 in total. I'll hold one of them up so you can see just how solid they are as well. With the butterfly backs, turn it round to the front so you can actually see you've got that beautiful detailing, that plain ball, which you could file off if you wanted to just keep it like so as a classic stud, or alternatively, if I just pop my fingernail behind, you've also got a little loop there, or a jump ring, which is actually attached, and you can then create and suspend pieces from them. Now, and this is personal opinion, but I personally believe that if you've want to wear something that is gem heavy, that's got a little bit more of weight behind it, then you're going to really want to do those with your butterfly backs, just because they've got that little bit more security. Do you agree with that, Claire?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
The fact that if you have them with shepherd hooks, they could tilt forward. I'm not saying they will definitely, but they could tilt forward. With these, with the back, the butterfly being there, they're going to support them, so they're not going to tilt forward, and you're going to see the design, and of course you're going to have the security of them as well. 100 pairs. Silver-plated copper earring posts with your butterfly back, so they're going to go a long way. When you buy, I mean, I can imagine it would take minutes to create a piece of jewellery. Out with these, just a couple of head pins, that's all you need. A simple wrap loop, would you suggest?
Yeah, that's all. A drop, that's all you'd need.
But as a guest designer, you'd buy these, and it's going to keep you in earring posts for a long time.
And it's really good for if you do craft fairs, and then if people want to, because some people want to change, they might like the actual style of the earring, but they might not like the finding that you put.
Yes.
So it's nice to give people the option. Yeah.
That's a really good point actually as well. Yeah, especially especially if you are doing the Christmas fairs. Have you ever noticed, and I used to do them when I had my business, you hit a lull. There's always a point where it's kind of quiet and it's busy, and then there's a lull, and then it gets busy again. If you're seen making pieces of jewellery, and this is the kind of thing that a lot of jewellery makers do get in touch and tell us that they'll busy themselves doing. If you're seen, it draws attention as well, doesn't it? I think 99.9%, if not all of the jewellery makers I've spoken to about a business, if they sell jewellery, will say that this is their bread and butter, just because it is so easy to actually to commission a pair of earrings, and it's you're not investing a huge amount of time in it either.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things you can do as well with them. You know, that because you can, if you have a look at the moment, it's very on trend to have, you know, connecting. So you could, you know, chain at the front of it to chain at the back. So you've got the two. That. So you've got like a little. You've got sort of like almost like you double dangle really. The other thing you can do, which I've done before, because you've got all that metal, is if you take some of the backs off, if you open the backs up, you can hammer them, and you can make beautiful flower shapes with that. Because obviously you've got silver-plated metal.
What, with
there.
the butterfly?
Yeah. So if you open them out and just hammer them into sort of almost like a dome, lay them one on top of each other. It's almost like that. If you imagine like a flower shape. Because you've got that lovely amount of metal there, haven't you?
Oh, that's a really good idea. I've not heard that before. I love that idea. Stunning. Let's bring that price tag in. 100 pairs for you. So do the maths on this. It's just 9 pence. 9 pence per pair. What can you get for 9p?
Nothing, can you? What?
Can you get a carrot, or can you get a potato, or something? Maybe one root vegetable, a single root vegetable. Not beautiful jewellery components such as this, and it's so easy to do a simple wrap loop. And if you're thinking, what's a wrap loop? I'm new to Jewellery Maker, Elle, go on our website, and there are various tutorials which will show you how to do a wrap loop. Believe me, I am very much a beginner in the jewellery making. Gemstones, jewellery's been my thing throughout my entire working career, but in terms of making, I'm very much a beginner, and that's how I've learned. Is whenever I'm trying to do a technique, I just look at our tutorials on our website, or I'm lucky enough to be around the guest designers quite frequently. Just tune in. Basically, a wrap loop is dead simple, isn't it?
I think that's why you get your DVD as well, don't you? If it's your first order, so that helps as well.
You get started DVD as well. I just ask the call centre effectively, and they'll send it to you, so you don't even have to buy anything. So if you want to get involved, do speak to our call centre and they'll send it to you. Tons of you there. I'm not surprised at all. Josephine, Phyllis, hello to you. Denbighshire, Anne, Teresa, Margaret, Francis, Sally, hello to you. Diana, Maureen, hello to you. Kim, Marjorie, Andrea, Joy, Isabel, Tara, Mandy. You've done it. I need to move on. I love the fact that you get so much for such an affordable price tag there. Incredible. And if you think about gifts as well, how easy is it to make a pair of earrings as a gift there? Because you've got the sterling silver, so you've still got the precious metal there as well. Beautiful. Okay, moving on. Box number 3. Now, lots and lots of requests for sterling silver last week, and in particular your eye pins. We weren't able to bring them to you, however, now we can. Now these are solid sterling silver. You've got rose gold, and also you've got your yellow golds. Bear with me, I've just moved one over there, and your yellow gold. An eye pin. An eye pin is well, I'll ask Claire to explain what an eye pin does and what's the difference between an eye pin and a head pin. Obviously, a head pin's just got a simple ball, but what's the different functions? I'm going to hold up some of these so you can actually see, and this is just literally grabbing a few. So there is your eye pin. So as you can see, they've got a little loop at the front, at the top. They'd work wonderfully with the butterfly backs that you've just seen there. Can you see that combination of colour? Maybe if I hold up the yellow a little bit differently. There you go. So there's rose and yellow gold. You are getting, they're 40 millimetres in length, and you're getting in total 60 eye pins, 40 of the rose gold and 20 of the yellow gold. Now, when you use an eye pin and you cut it down in length, and they are stamped with your 925, don't waste it, don't throw them away. Keep hold of it in a little dish, and then just a little bit of a tip, go into your local jeweller or buy and sell. It is 925, and they'll pay a price for it as well. You know, over time it will actually add up and build up the weight, so they'll pay a price for it. It's a rare precious metal after all. An eye pin like this, Claire, I mean, they're essentials, we understand
Yes,
that.
yeah.
But what do you use these for?
Well, I would use them for obviously connectors, because you know you've got your one loop is sorted for you, and then also it's really good. You know how you got the glue earlier? If you've got your half drilled gemstones,
yes,
you could just trim that down. Say if it's a pearl, for example, glue your pearl on, and then you've got a beautiful pearl drop straight away, and you've got that lovely precious metal there. Yeah, loads and loads of things you can do with them. Twist them about, you know, twist them. So you've got sort of, if you wrap them around your pliers, so it gives you like a spiral shape. I mean, there's loads of different things you could do with them.
Rosary links, you can use them for rosary links?
Yeah, you could do, yeah. Yeah.
So multiple functions really, and they are very beautiful. As you can see there, you can see the quality, and just sort of about 3/4 of the way down the head pins you can see that 925 stamp as well. 60 eye pins in total, and we're going to bring it to you of course at a true Ninja Kim price point. Yeah, she's on form today. $14.95 for all of the gram weight, for all of the quality, the fact that there is those two luxurious colours. A lot of even our findings pack don't have eye pins. They have head pins, but they don't have eye pins.
Yeah,
I don't know why that is.
No, I don't think any of them do they? You don't see them that often.
I guess we assume that maybe you might make them, but how often do you then buy, can you get gold-plated sterling silver wire to be able to make them? And then are you going to be able to get them perfectly straight? So, yeah, $14.95. I'm not surprised, but tons of you are choosing to multi-buy. Leslie has. Well done to you, Morag, Lillian, hello to you, Carolyn, Tracy, Isabel, you're with me. We've got people on the phone lines as well. I'm just holding a couple, as you can see. I've just picked up literally a couple. You're getting 60 in total. I like the colours. I love the fact that you've got those rose and the yellow golds, rather than maybe... I've seen silver eye pins recently, but not those two colours.
They'd work really nicely together, wouldn't they? I mean, you could just thread them on, not turn the other end, and just maybe hammer them slightly, and you could make jewellery out of them just as they are, couldn't you? Rather than actually using...
Absolutely, they're beautiful on their own, aren't they? Just left as they are. Well done to every single one of you. Do stay on those phone lines. I need to move on in the essence of time, and just because I do doesn't mean you haven't been successful. If you're watching on repeats, then obviously do give anything a go. Now it is time for a stunning opportunity in a showstopper. This gorgeous gemstone really always excites me. It's one close to my heart, of course, as my birthstone. Now, sapphire is a gemstone that comes in a rainbow of colours. The classic blue, or the different tones of blue, I should say. Then you have yellow, you have green, you've got papradacha, and you've got opportunities in fabulous pink. The clarity is key with this gemstone. Have you ever noticed how sapphire can sometimes appear to be almost opaque? Not in this strand, not today, not for this showstopper. So we were just referring to the fact that this gemstone, there's always different degrees of any gemstone, different colours, different intensities. But the fact that this strand has got beautiful clarity within really excites me. Have you ever noticed how, I don't know, certain retailers, certain strands, because certainly we've brought you opaque sapphire previously before. There is a time and a place for it, and it's all down to personal choice and personal preference. And I've got sapphires personally, which I own within jewellery, which is more of an opaque colour. Different locations in particular will be famed for different things. But be able to own sapphire, which displays internal brilliance, which has got an amazing amount of diaphanity and clarity, is very exciting. Intensity of colour, colour is king, is without shadow of a doubt one of the driving valuing factors, but team that with clarity and it's a rare and exciting opportunity. 91 carats of stunning pink sapphire, which is, you've got the shading colour as well, so from the lighter tones, the more baby pink tones, to the more intense hot fuchsia. I mean, this is just exceptional. I want to hold it out maybe like so you can actually see the performance of of light, allowing every single bit of that light to go through the gemstone and all of that internal brilliance. Oh gosh, are you seeing purple tones in there? Because I am. Definitely seeing purple hues within. Hot fuchsias in the center, then scaling it down to those baby pinks. I'm definitely seeing purples and lilac tones within this sapphire strand. Why am I saying that? Why am I so excited about the fact there are lilac tones with this? Because it's the rarest color of sapphire. Purple is without shadow of a doubt the rarest, along with your Papradachus sapphire, and can and does fetch some hugely considered premiums. But you can see that brilliance. I don't want to deviate off that fact. I don't want to deviate off the fact that this is a gemstone strand which is not opaque. It's all about the internal brilliance. It's all about that astonishing clarity. Every single one of those facets, not just giving you luster on the outside, but also playing with the light internally. Because of the length of the strand, I'm sorry that it's bouncing a little bit on your screen, but there's so much gemstones here that literally I'm holding it like so, and you can see the center bouncing around. It's because the strand itself is very long. Now, we should be bringing this to you at already an amazing price point and an amazing deal. $59.95 for 91 carats of sapphire. I mean, how many retailers will be able to bring you quality like this, and will be able to bring it to you at anywhere near this price? How many out there? Very few. Not today. Jewellery Maker, however, given the fact that we know you're going to invest your time, you know that you're going to go on to create fabulous sapphire pieces from this opportunity, and many of those, let's bring it to you at a price reduction of $44.95. I mean, would you use these sparingly, Claire? I personally would. I think the quality is there that you only need just a couple of the rondelles.
Yes, yeah, you could do, but then I'd be very tempted because of how much work has gone into that strand already with all that shading. I mean, it'd be a wonderful. I'd just put a sterling silver clasp, and have it. I mean, it'd be a stunning necklace, wouldn't it, with that shading?
For yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say, totally. I would be doing exactly the same. Yeah. Exactly the same. My little niece, and I'll tell you this whilst you're all dialing through, I think she's really following in her grandma's and her auntie's footsteps. She loves her gemstones. And for her birthday, she's only 10, bless her, but for her birthday, she said, she's a September baby as well, she asked my mum and dad for Christmas last year, she said, I'd like, was it Christmas or a birthday? Can't remember. She said, I'd like some sapphire, please, for my birthday. And I was like, oh, bless her. She's that's just so adorable. It's untrue. And I don't know whether she's been tuning into Jewellery Maker and she realises that
she's
actually,
got good taste.
Yeah, she's got amazing taste and she knows what to expect. But she also realises that perhaps it is a reachable price point. So that's what she asked for Christmas. But rather than bringing her the classic blue, my mum and dad chose to actually get her the pink sapphire. And I think because she is 10 years old, it really works with her as well. It's a little bit more girly, a little bit more feminine. So amazing, like a pink diamond, the amount of brilliance here.
I've not seen that strand at all. I've seen, I've got a strand of, you know, the sort of the multicoloured in the drops, the small drops, which I use for, quite a few of my friends have had babies, so I alternate whether, obviously, if there's a boy or a girl, I use the pink or the blue. But I mean, that would be wonderful. But it's long enough, isn't it? I could take off a few at the end and keep the rest for me. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's long enough
doing
strand,
exactly the same. You're already being generous giving sapphires.
I know,
so you don't have to give 91 carats of them. Well done. Stay where you are. I need to move on, though, in the essence of time. Moving on to number... number 14. I've got a little gold box in there. Let's have a little look. All of these. I love these little boxes.
Yeah, you know it's going to be good, don't you? And it's,
I've got a thing about these little boxes, Claire.
Well, they're wonderfully made, aren't they?
They are really beautiful. Wait till you see what's
fantastic.
inside, though. If you love your sapphire, you're going to adore this. Okay, so Claire, Director Claire is saying to me, Elle, you have the box, I'll have the sapphire. I don't know how that works out.
Look at that colour.
With your sterling silver findings, so here's all the findings that you get: the length of chain, your jump rings, your crimp beads, your crimp covers, 2 lots of shepherd hooks, 2 lobster claws, what am I talking about? Sorry, 2 toggle clasps and 2 S hooks. Lots and lots of precious sterling silver, plus 20 carats of cashmere blue, that really intense blue sapphire, which is from, and I'm trying to work out the locality of this sapphire, just find that out for you, but that doesn't matter. Country of origin is not the #1 valuing factor, but it's certainly that rich, intense cashmere blue, very synonymous to the royal engagement ring. Really, this is Sri Lankan sapphire? We've got Ceylon sapphire here. This is Ceylon sapphire. Can I keep saying that? We've got Ceylon sapphire here. How often do we get to bring Ceylon sapphire to air?
I can't think when no.
Wait. Sri Lankan sapphire is known, well, obviously it was previously Ceylon. And the sapphire itself from that locality tends to keep that name, the prestige of that location. Ceylon sapphire is famed for amazing amounts of brilliance and beautiful, beautiful colour. It's not, because if you think, oh, Ceylon sapphire is infamous, our royal engagement ring, the lovely Princess Catherine, hers is a Ceylon sapphire, and it's very similar to these wonderful blues, a rich and intense sort of midnight colour, which comes through. I can't believe we got Ceylon sapphire here and I didn't know about this location. This is amazing. Kimber, how many have we got of these? 50 in the world. Last in stock. Oh, 50 Ceylon sapphire opportunities with the findings. I mean, how I want to get hold of this because my mum wears Ceylon sapphires as her engagement ring, 20 carats. I'd love to be able to make her her necklace for it and a pair. Oh, she doesn't wear earrings, my mum, but maybe a brooch, Claire, with some sterling silver wire would be just beautiful. Look at the quality for the strand of sapphire alone and that location. I know I often say the country of origin does not determine the value. However, there is a lot of prestige that comes along with owning Ceylon sapphire. And you can do any research, go onto the GIA website, go into any reputable and most coveted jewellery establishments, and they'll certainly rave about the quality themselves. Catch it if you can though, because it is last in stock. For the strand of sapphires on its own, without all of those gorgeous sterling silver findings, without the wonderful packaging which comes with that lovely velvety interior, so if you're commissioning something special for someone, maybe a necklace and a pair of earrings, you can even gift it in that gorgeous gold box with the magnetic clasp. Coming your way, or rather we should be, I know I shouldn't say this word, but what? It should be apparently £27.95. That's got to be an error, surely. I mean, our sterling silver findings alone would be about £15.
Yeah.
On that basis, it's less than... Our sterling silver findings alone would be £15. That means the strand of Ceylon sapphire is coming your way today, this morning, last in stock. Catch it whilst you can for just a £5.
It's just so
That's
wrong.
insane.
It really is.
That's insane. I want to get involved on this phone lines. Look how many of you there. Well done. Savvy Shopping, Lillian, Susie, Anne, Diane, Michelle, Mary, Lucy, Lynn, Anna Lee, Channel Islands. Well done to you, Leslie and Christina. You've all done it. Sit back and enjoy. My goodness, you have just ticked a massive box in my eyes. For those of you that have it in your basket, we are, are we oversubscribed? Yeah. Barbara in Cumbria, I had a Ceylon sapphire engagement ring. My fiance dropped it in the River Clyde when he proposed.
Oh, Barbara.
Oh, Barbara, I've got a story which is similar to that, by the way. I'll share with you in a second. Nicola, what? Christmas has come early at JM Land. It has, hasn't it? Shall I just make Barbara's fiance feel a little bit better? Because my mum's engagement ring, and she's got Ceylon sapphires now, but when I was a little bubba, and I'll say this while you're all dialing through, when I was little, mum said little fingers went into her mum's jewellery box, and I was trying on all her jewellery, and she's never seen it since.
Oh no!
And I was only about, I think, 3, and she said to me, "Where did you?" Apparently, all I said to her was, "I put it." But we still don't know where I put it. Yeah, so I lost my mum's engagement ring. Her Ceylon Sapphire. She did all right out the deal, don't get me wrong, you know, she ended up with a beautiful Ceylon Sapphire engagement ring, but yeah, she's never let me forget that. I put it. That's what I said to her. I put it. Yes, where did you put it, Elle?
Just very proud of yourself.
I put it. Well done. That's amazing. Absolutely incredible. What a deal. You just got Ceylon Sapphire for a £5, really, in hindsight. That's amazing, Kim. Box number 6. Is it these beautiful crimp beads? Crimp beads. Yeah. Yeah, someone's found that somewhere, haven't they? Someone's found it. Claire was saying, tell me you didn't eat it. I didn't eat it, but I did put it. So I love jewellery and gemstones at a very young age. These are gorgeous. They're your rose gold crimp beads. I love these as spacers myself. I think they're gorgeous as spacers. You can see how wonderfully lustrous they are. You can see the performance of light across them as well. And they are substantial. If I just try and hold one of them up with a tweezer, just so you can see down the actual tube itself, just how much sterling silver is invested into one of our crimp beads. I mean, these are yes, they're finishing touches, but they're essential, aren't they, Claire?
Yes,
absolutely essential.
Yeah. And they're such high shine. They're lovely. They're lovely. And I would, just strand them together on some elastic. So I think I would, because you again making the most of the.
That's a really lovely idea.
All of your precious metal.
Absolutely.
Or if you've got the head pins, put a few on there.
Just use them as a decorative part of your jewellery, not just as functions. I totally agree with that. That would be a beautiful bracelet.
It'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
Would you think you'd have enough here to do an entire bracelet?
Yes, yeah.
Easily?
Yeah.
So would you use clear elastic?
Yes, I'd just use the elastic that we get when you do your beading packs and you get the 3 there with your monofilament. I'd just put it on that.
That would be stunning, absolutely stunning. And of course it is your rose gold sterling silver. So you've got a very high-end piece of jewellery, which is precious.
And you probably, because it's quite delicate, you'd probably wear it all the time because it's not, it's quite unassuming, isn't it? But very, very elegant.
And really on trend, those sort of more dainty bracelets now. You've certainly seen a lot of the celebrities wear them. Or use them as accents of a gemstone if you wanted to. Just a couple of those either side of your of a gemstone solitaire. Crimp beads do actually have a function, obviously, but I think they're so beautiful. It's a shame to use them specifically just for that. So for all of that sterling silver, they're so lovely. I wouldn't want them hidden underneath a crimp cover or anything like that. You can, obviously, that's your choice, and I understand you do need to have that continuation of precious metals. If you're saying that it's a sterling silver piece, you need every single component to be sterling silver. Otherwise it would be misleading, wouldn't it? You're getting 100 of these, so they're going to go an awful long way. And as I said earlier, just a couple of these, and I'll just grab 2 with my tweezers. Just a couple of those, bring it to the front. Can you see that? Maybe just as an accent to a rondelle or something like that would look beautiful. Spacing out your gemstones as a way of making your gemstones go that little bit further.
It'd be nice with your pink sapphire. Well, it'd be nice with everything, but just space out your pink sapphires, couldn't you?
Space out your pink sapphires, your opals, your Andalusite that's coming up later on. Oh, it look amazing with the Andalusite, the gemstone of colours. 3 by 2 millimetres, and they are substantial. Now they should be coming your way. Really? $7.95. Sterling silver bracelet with your elastic. I mean, what's that? A penny probably for the length that it would take. For $6.95 today though. Kimbo, tell me we've got quantity of these. We've only got 100. Don't see crimp beads that often either.
No.
You get some within our findings pack, but there's nowhere near as many as this. Nowhere near as many. And this would be enough, Claire is saying, to do an entire bracelet. Loads and loads of you there. Hello to you, Fleur. Hello, Fleur. How are you, gorgeous? Multi-buying. Elaine, hello to you. Leah, hello to you. Christina, hello to you. Mary, hello to you. Belinda, hello to Janet, hello to you. Angela, hello to you. Lillian, hello to you. Michelle. Most, at least 50% of you choosing to multi-buy. Neathport Talbot, Christine, Leslie, Elizabeth, Tracy, Carol, hello to you. Clackmannanshire, I always struggle to say that. Claire and Lucy, well done to you. Well done to every single one of you that's on the phone lines currently. We've got 100, or rather we had 100. $6.95 for precious, beautiful sterling silver with that rose gold overlay. I mean, I've got a certain charm bracelet. I didn't buy it myself. I was gifted it, and to be honest, I never wear it really because you know the little tiny hairs you got on the back of your arm. It pinches them, and it's yeah, so I never ever wear it. You have to be bald to buy from that shop and actually have a charm bracelet from there. But the idea is the same, I suppose, and you could replicate it, but without the pinching, without the epilation that you get. So actually using the actual crimp beads, putting them together, they wouldn't pluck the hairs, would they?
No, they wouldn't, because you'd leave yourself a little bit of space, so you'd have that movement. But again, it goes back to it's not advanced jewellery techniques to have a really, really beautiful, precious piece of jewellery.
Absolutely. Precious being the word, and it is precious. And rose gold is so popular at the moment for all of its delicate tones, for the fact that it is so complementary, all different skin tones. I do need to move on though in the essence time. Well done, well done, well done, well done. Okay, now earlier on this morning, we launched a stunning strand. We had a massive quantity of them. And if you had a little bit of a lie-in, or maybe you were, I know you had to take the kids to school, or you've been out and about doing your shopping, whichever. If you weren't able to tune in, you would have missed out on this opportunity. Now, Rhodolite Garnet is certainly one of the most luxurious. The more purples that you see within Rhodolite Garnet, the more valuable. This wonderful strand, we had one of the biggest quantities that I've seen, or certainly this morning, one of the biggest quantity strands that we have for you. It's a totally and utterly natural gemstone, and without doubt, Garnet, Rhodolite Garnet, is one of the most desired and used and utilised gemstones in the industry. Big designers use Rhodolite Garnet because it has got a very distinctive colour, and it's unlike anything else. You can't make comparisons to a ruby, you can't make comparisons to a sapphire, because it's a standalone gemstone, if you like. Now, this cut is what excited me, because you have got two beautiful flat table surfaces, if you like, so the light is really allowed to enter into the gemstone. We know it's highly refractive. If you that's just referring to how this gemstone bends and plays with the light internally, so it'll bring you amazing amounts of brilliance. 32 carats. I thought they were little love hearts, but they could easily be petals. We've called these actually graduated plain drops, but they have got a little sort of heart-like shape, haven't they? So very romantic, these. A passionate gemstone from India, the beautiful location, and the Rhodolite Garnet, or Rajasthan Garnet, that comes from that locality, if it is Rajasthan Garnet, that is. It just emulates the beauty and the vibrancy of that location. I did share with you, I was very fortunate enough to join the Bennett family, and some of my fellow hosts, lovely Zena joined me as well, and some of our customers went over to Jaipur. And if any of them are watching right now, I'm sure they'll be going, yeah, I can remember that, Elle. We saw one single parcel of Rhodolite Garnet in the entire time we were over there, and there was one of our dedicated gemstone graders going through every single one of the Rhodolite Garnets within a very small parcel, admittedly, but just assessing the consistency of the quality and the cutting of the gemstone. So it's not a gemstone which is fruitful by any stretch of the imagination. In actual fact, we saw more Tanzanite than we did Rhodolite Garnet on that trip, which was as much educational as it was buying as well. So well done to those of you that are getting involved. I've got a massive quantity opportunity. Do add it to your order, because it is going to be one of those opportunities that I don't know if we're going to be able to replicate, certainly not in this gorgeous shape. We had 500 of these initially this morning. We've been very busy from start to finish, well, for literally the first 2 hours, and we're not even there yet. $4.95. Add it to your order. It's genuine gemstones, totally and utterly natural. That's an amazing price point. Needless to say, at least 80% of you have chosen not to just get one to multi-buy. Well done to you, Elaine, Hillia. Hello to you, Denise. Hello to you, Andrea, Jennifer. Tracy in Aberdeenshire bought 4. Lillian's bought 2. Kerry and Paul have bought 2. In Belfast, well done. Yulia's bought 2. Devon's bought 2. Hello to you, Elizabeth. Hello to you, Denise, Brenda, Cardiff, Jennifer, Bernadette, Doreen, Jack. I can't physically keep up with all of the names. There are tons of you there. You've got that perfect depth of purple. Rhodolite is one of the very few purple gemstones out there, and especially purple gemstones which aren't opaque, that have got natural brilliance. So the only other, let's try and think of other purple gemstones. There's only really purple sapphire that I can think of, which will show you internal clarity. Amethyst is a bit different to a tone of purple, isn't it? This is more your sort of blackberry purple. Rather, amethyst is more a definite. I'm waffling, but you know what I mean. There's a different saturation. There's a different intensity. In fact, let me just pop that sapphire alongside. Can you imagine that as a combination? Look how they just elevate one another. Now there will be a little bit of a wait on the phone lines. It's minimal, but you have been successful. Congratulations to every single one of you. So much more to bring you this morning, including one of the world's rarest and most visual gemstones, certainly one of my favourites to actually bring to air. We've got big bundles, 10-strand bundles. We've got more designer inspiration from the fantastic Claire. And coming up next is a showstopper, not just of one, not just of 2, but of 3 incredible green gems. Now, this has been squirreled away, hidden by, I'm guessing, our management team for a length of time, for a period. So we are very privileged to be able to bring it to you this morning. Can I just talk, I mean, obviously you can see there's 3 different gemstone strands, and I know that you've seen emerald, but the quality of this emerald is incredible. I'm going to talk about it individually one by one, so I want to bring them to the back of the hand. Emerald is a type 3 gem. So what that means is you're expected to have internal characteristics, not inclusions necessarily, characteristics. It's all about how vivacious, how energetic those greens are, and my goodness, this is without doubt some of the most vibrant emerald that I have seen in any one strand. I'm sure you totally and utterly agree with. Isn't that incredible, Claire?
Fantastic colour, fantastic.
This has to be some of the finest emerald.
I think so.
That we have here at Jewellery Maker. That's stunning. Absolutely stunning. They glow. There's no black marks which would be detrimental to the performance of the colour. You can see that consistency. I love the fact that you have got some really deep, intense sort of Zambian greens there, and then right the way, sort of a combination of all different locations around the world, the colours that can be offered from maybe your Colombian emerald. It's such an amazing high-end strand of emerald, this, and I absolutely love. Now I'm just going to, for 1 second, just put that to one side. I don't want to, because I could talk about this all day long up to the moon and back, but I've got more gemstones to bring you, including dazzling peridot. This gemstone likes to form in tiny crystals. Look at the sheer size of the peridot rondelles that you've got within here. They are some of the biggest. I mean, these are huge. It's rare to get over half a carat of peridot. You've got stunning sizes here, solitaires in their own individuality. Again, this is a gemstone which can often have sort of black marks within. Their carbon marks can even be diamonds, but black sort of traces of diamonds, which is actually what you don't want. You want to have the clarity within, because it does form alongside diamonds and often actually assist one another to reach the surface through your kimberlite pipes. But this gorgeous natural gemstone, you're looking for chartreuse green, and you've most definitely got that chartreuse green here. This is 3 exciting opportunities for me, and that's why I wanted to bring them to you individually, not just one at a time. Last but by no means least, here's a rare opportunity. Apatite is a gem. The average carat weight, you've certainly heard me say this before, is 0.15, so very rare to get this size. Apatite, which is probably more frequently used or seen rather into the bluish tones, sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes does come in these wonderful greens. It's like an apple green, which is very unique. Again, it's a gemstone which isn't often seen with translucency like this, but you've got an amazing strand of translucent apatite, which is just incredible. This is like, on our sister channels, we've got Mandrea Apatite, which is a collection which I've certainly brought to air previously before, always very, very popular. Apatite is very rich in phosphorus, so it glows. It's phosphorus actually translates in a Greek word as bringer of light. So you get this out into natural daylight and it'll really, really shine. But our Mandrea Apatite collection is this, similar to this gorgeous colour. It's like an apple green, so very Paraiba-esque. It's sort of bordering on your Paraiba tourmaline colours and tones, but this is very rare. We're showing you here 3 of the world's rarest green gemstones and 3 shining examples of each and every single one of them. Let's bring them all to the back of the hand here so you can actually see everything that you're about to acquire. Stunning emerald. I mean, I'd happily pay the price that we are taking this trio to for the 1 strand of emeralds alone. I've got disposable income, if you have got enough to treat yourself to one of the most amazing, incredible trios that I have ever, not just here at Jewellery Maker, ever brought to screen. The quality of that, look how intense the emerald is. It glows, absolutely radiates. And if you know your emeralds, you'll understand that usually it can be quite dark. It can be have quite heavy inclusions in there which spoil the actual colour. You sort of black patches within. You don't want that. You want a vivacious, uninterrupted colour. It's not about the characteristics, it's about how intense those saturations are. For all 3 gorgeous examples, we should be bringing this to you, and this bowls me over £67.95. I'd pay that for the emerald. I'd pay that for the apatite. Today, you're getting all 3, the greens of nature, your emeralds, your apatite, and your peridot, not £67.95. That's almost half price. Do you see what I mean? I'd pay that and then some for the emerald.
I mean, you could take, say that one, the emerald, the largest emerald. I mean, we've got it coming up in the kit later with the sterling silver wire. Make yourself solitaire ring. I mean, you would be making your money back
on one.
Yeah,
with one
gem.
rondelle.
Yeah.
1 rondelle, and the same applies with the other gemstones as well. Absolutely incredible deal. We have got quantity incredibly, but I don't think they're going to hang around. If you're watching on the repeats, do make those confirmations as soon as you can. Tracy, Mary, Yulia, hello to you, Diana, hello to you, Keely, hello to you, Molly, hello to our new buyers on the phone lines. Just stunning examples.
Wonderful green.
I mean, it's
absolutely wonderful.
This is obviously emerald. You know, sometimes that you can see emerald and you think, okay, I can't really, that's not what I know. You know, as a child, I suppose, when you think about emerald, it's this sort of colour that you think of, isn't it? So sometimes, yeah, granted, you can see emerald, which is a little bit more darker, basically, and there's veining running through it, I suppose, veining or inclusions. They're essentially inclusions, sort of grey patches or brown patches or black patches. Still beautiful, don't get me wrong, and I do think that adds to the interest. But when the colour is totally and utterly uninterrupted, like on this strand, that really, really excites me. I'm an emerald girl. I love to wear this gemstone, and I think if you actually just recommissioned all of that into one, be selfish, keep hold of that for yourself, into one sterling silver necklace, you'll get so many comments, and that is effectively half price, effectively as good as. Brenda, hello to you, Rutwanti, Margaret, Eileen, hello to you, Hilda, Jackie. I need to move on in the essence of time because we have got a big opportunity coming up of stunning Moonstone. Are we doing it now, Kimbo? Okay, I don't want to part with those emeralds, you know. There we go. Right, hang on a minute. I just have to limber up my bicep a second.
I'm not sure there's enough on there, is there?
I don't know if I've got the muscles to lift this. Hey. Now, be on those phone lines. 10 strand bundle. An absolute giveaway deal. Look at this, you've got a curtain of beautiful gemstones. So from your peaches to your silvers to your whites, you've got variations of sizes. Oh gosh, there are moonstones in here that are just, you're going to be totally and utterly smitten with. Whites moonstone, multicolored moonstone, rainbow moonstone, grey moonstone, peach moonstone, all double strands, all double strands, so they're going to go an awful long way, and all just shy of a metre, so they're approximately 84 to 86 centimetre long strands. If you adore your adolescence, if you love this most enchanting gemstone, because to me it's very visual, it'll be perfect for the kit that you've got coming up next, don't you think, Claire? With your little ballerina skirt or something like that, the little peach moonstone maybe, and the little shimmer that you get from this gorgeous gemstone. It is an optical gemstone, so it's a phenomena gemstones. You will see a visual effect, what we call adolescence, this performance of light where it's basically captured within tiny inclusions. 10 strand bundles, so the first and I think the only 10 strand bundle that I have available for you this morning. We're going to bring that price tag in as soon as we possibly can. It is clearance, so do grab it whilst we can. Should be, well, that's working out at £2.65 per gemstone strand, and that's where we should be. Hold on to your hats. Kim's on her feet. She's on her feet, she means business. That's less than £1.50 per strand.
That's amazing.
You've got the tree before you.
I bought it over because I can't remember the lady's name that made it, but I mean, you know, you could do your own, be obviously different colourways, couldn't you? But that,
how
you know,
many strands do you think's in that? It's hard to answer, isn't it? But it wouldn't be as many as in there. Designer inspiration, can I just say, love some of my favourite jewellery that I've seen. And also a beautiful, beautiful, brand spanking new opportunity of a gemstone which is exceedingly rare. Now, many refer to Alexandrite, which it is. It's a colour change gemstone, certainly one of the rarest in the world. Alexandrite. Well, Alexandrite is a colour change. This next gemstone is a gemstone of colours.
Did you know that if you go to jewellerymaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you'll receive 10% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. You've been waiting all year and now it's nearly here. Jewellery Maker's Black Friday is coming with never-before-seen prices and products. Starts Friday, November 27th at 8 AM. You won't want to miss it. Come and join Jewellery Maker for a customer exclusive party. Enjoy a festive buffet, meet the team, tour the studios and shop for gifts with exclusive offers from Jewellery Maker. Our guest designers will be showing demonstrations as well as giving you advice and inspiration. The afternoon will be filled with Christmas spirit, lots of fun, a few surprises and a present from under the Christmas tree. It's going to be a cracker, so make sure you book with us today so you don't miss out.
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from Jewellery Maker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the Jewellery Maker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on Jewellery Maker. Simply search Jewellery Maker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at Jewellery Maker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewer's Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on Jewellery Maker.
Welcome everyone, lovely to have your company. Now, only a few weeks ago I was talking to our management team and Paula Bennett specifically about gemstones, which I really enjoy. I mean, obviously I was out of the Jewellery Maker team for a short time. I'd come back and see you every so often, but Paula was like, well, what gemstones excite you, Elle? What gemstones do you really love to bring our audience? What gemstones do you love to talk about? And this presenter's pick was without doubt one of those. Andalusite, I always refer to it as a gemstone of colours because this is one of the world's most pleochroic of gemstones. From differing angles, you don't just see a slight tinge of other colours, you will see incredible tones. I often liken it to your alexandrite, and it's not a colour change gemstone, and it's not necessarily green, and then alexandrite, for example, will go from green to sort of raspberry pinks under differing light condition. Andalusite is more of a cinnamon colour, but then you definitely get the impact of red coming through, which isn't necessarily recognised from the initial look, from the first time that you actually see it. It comes through, it's almost hidden within the gemstone. It's absolutely fascinating and hands down one of my favourite gemstones to bring to air, and one of my favourite gemstones to talk about. The gem of colours, and you'll see exactly what I mean when I bring it to your screens. You'll see it even more so when you get it home. For those of you that have the Lure of Gems book, there is obviously information within that which will talk to you about this gem and the complexities of it, the fact that it will bring you such dispersions under differing angles. 1 millimeter, say at 10, I don't know, 10%, you might see 10 degrees rather, you might see blue. Maybe from 15 degrees you might see green. Maybe from 35 degrees you might see orange. Then you might see purples, you might see pink. It's very visual, and certainly up there with visualities with your zarite, with your alexandrite, like I said earlier on, with your papradacha, for all of those different tones that you get through. And we're talking rare. These are breathtaking in the size. Can I just say, the reds and the greens that come through in this strand are amazing. Have you seen Andalusite, Claire? Do you want to come and have a look, darling? Because it is exactly what I was referring to. Can you see how it's not just one colour? People often think, oh, it's another sort of brownish gemstone, or maybe a cinnamon. Do you see those colours coming through? Just amazing, aren't they?
Wow.
It's,
oh gosh.
Can you see why I like it? Why I liken it to alexandrite? And that's not obvious straight away,
no,
but when you actually get close, and I will show you in a second.
Wow, I've never seen that before.
It's amazing, isn't it? And I'm going to hold it like so, double it over, because you are getting a longer length. 104 carats of this wonderful natural gemstone. This is Brazilian Andalusite as well. Can you see those tones of greens and reds coming through? And then you'll get a flash of golds, then you get a wonderful impact of blues. Get this home. Beautiful example. It's a complex gemstone. It's rare to get such translucency, but it is without shadow of a doubt one of the most pleochroic. Imagine this alongside maybe some fabulous Cambodian zircon. That would look amazing. Imagine this alongside diamonds, if you're lucky enough to have diamonds within your collection. It can be sourced in different locations around the world, but Brazil is famed for bringing you amazing quality. But this kind of transparency, this kind of translucency is astonishingly rare. And of course, when you have got that translucency, you'll really see those different colours and tones. It's a really appealing gemstone to me, and it's a very exciting gemstone when it's out in natural daylight. And I've got an Andalusite solitaire, which is I bought actually as a loose gemstone from my good friend on the Gem Collector channel, and I bought a loose Andalusite, had it made into a solitaire deliberately. I said to the jeweller, I want the bail to be, you know, the prong setting to be just be minimal. I want it to be really simple, because I want all that light to be influenced to the gemstone. First discovered in Spain, a fabulous gem, the gemstone of colours that I refer to. Let's bring that price tag in for you. We should be, I'm buying this strand. We should be £44.95. Look at those greens, look at those reds, look at those oranges. For 104 carats of Andalusite, we're talking rare, we're talking high-end quality, we are talking all of the colours that you could possibly wish for $29.95. It is, without doubt, it's not a mainstream gemstone. You're not going to find it in your average jewellers. You're not going to find it walking down your local high street. Well, I say not, you might do, but I would be very, very, very surprised if your average jewellers, certainly the mainstream big chain jewellers, I'd be very surprised if they actually had it as well. Look at that gorgeous quality. Look how it sparkles way, way, way beyond. It's unrivaled to anything else that I've ever seen. I'm not surprised that we have got guest designers getting involved. I'm not surprised that there are lots of you, USA and UK, all on those phone lines and on the web. That's a fantastic price reduction, and I'm joining you on that case, on this opportunity as well, because that's stunning. Now, it is time for our second. I don't know where I am today. You know what, Claire? I tell you what, I'm in a bit of a tizwas. Amelia, I was like, Amelia, can I have coffee? Because I'm a little bit sleepy today. I'm always tired.
You can have a little rest in a minute.
I will have a little rest. No, because I want to watch what you're doing. I want to watch what you're doing. This is gorgeous, this kit.
It's, I think, one of my favourite.
Is it your favourite?
I think it is one of my favourite, yeah, of all time.
Oh, I can't quite believe that this was a kit.
I know. How luxurious.
Look at all the chains that you're getting. And your silver wire. So you get all of these, Kimbo. All of these. I have to do this just because I'm a little bit OCD. I have to turn that one round. Just because everything else is like that. So I have to put that one like that too. You've got different links. You've got round link, oval links here. You've got belcher chains. They are complete necklaces with their extender as well, and come with the jump ring, a classic jump ring. So that's 1, 2, 3, how many is there? 5 gifts straight away. You've got 5 necklaces, 5 Christmas gifts straight away. Maybe one for yourself as well. That's what I would be thinking. Plus your silver wire, and you've got 4 different spools of these in the different gauges. And I'm just trying to work out what gauges these spools are.
I think
5 meters of your 0.4, 1 meter of your 0.6, 1 meter of your, oh, I've got that the wrong way, 0.8, and 1 meter of your 1 mil. So you've got all the gauges there in silver wire that you need in sterling silver. Now, hotcakes, these are like hotcakes, aren't they? It's never in stock.
No.
Never ever in stock. Always sells out time and time and time again. For the 4 spools of the wire, the fact that you've got the 0.4, the 0.6, the 0.8 and the 1 millimeter is absolutely invaluable. I love the pieces of jewellery that you've created with this kit. You've used the necklaces as well with it. Stunning. I mean, you'd hands down, I'd hope, sell your gorgeous ladies and make profit instantaneously with one piece. Wait, you think she's beautiful now? Wait till she really shows off. Look, and look at the calf muscles. You've got her calf muscles down to a T.
Thanks.
And the foot. I can remember when I had legs like that. Once
yeah, I
upon
think it's because I haven't, so I like paid special attention to them.
Once upon a time, I had nice like, look at that. She's beautiful, isn't she? I like everything about the tutu, the gemstones which are coming in a moment. That's stunning, absolutely stunning. And you've still got wire left over as well,
yes,
haven't you?
Yes, I have.
So just to recap, you've got the 5 different chains. This is your Christmas miracle. 5 different chains, and they are complete necklaces with also the different gauges of your sterling silver wire. So get involved as soon as you possibly can. This is going to be a sellout. Should be £52.60. I still can't. I'm still not used to these kind of deals. For solid sterling silver, and you can see just how substantial it is and how much you actually get. Let's pop those chains on the back of my hand. $39.95. That's a lot of sterling silver.
That's
Claire.
wonderful. That's wonderful. And you've also, I think you've got your 2 necklaces, and then you've got really, really long lengths, which allowed you to.
Oh yes.
Can you see you've got 2 different? So you've got your 2 complete necklaces, and then your really long lengths.
Let me just correct myself, because I beg your pardon. I was saying this is 5 chains. So hang on a minute. You've got, yeah, your 2 necklaces. Where's? Is that right? I've got 2 really long lengths here.
Are they metre? I'm not sure if they're
metre long lengths. 45 centimetre chain, a 40 centimetre chain, a metre chain, 2 metre chain. So I'm missing some here. I'm actually missing some. I've got 2 metre lengths and I've got this shorter length. So I'm actually missing a chain here. Gosh, it just keeps on coming. Just keeps on coming, but $39.95. Look at all the silver that you're getting, and it's laid across the table as well. A couple of text messages. I don't know about Christmas Miracle, but Claire is definitely Mrs. Miracle. Wow, just look at the jewellery. I know.
Oh, thank you. That's lovely.
Isn't it? Isn't it? Beryl is messaging, OMG, Claire, just amazing pieces. Great show, ladies. Oh, bless you. Thank you,
thanks,
Beryl. Aren't they amazing? How popular is sterling silver, and how often do you see sterling silver wire?
You don't. So I mean, it's when you see it, you need to get it. But what's brilliant with that is because you've got the full complete necklaces, but because you've got those lengths of wire, so it allows you to. So on some of them, I've obviously cut at different lengths. So I've been able to do like little safety chains on the bracelets.
Yeah, and you'd want the safety chains.
Yes, you would do, and sort of on the end of the rosary link. So it gives you that. You know, you've got the chain, the full chain, if that's what you want, which is what I've used on the ballerinas, but then just trim the rest down. So
Beautiful.
It gives you that flexibility.
Thank you as well. Thank you so much. It's going to be a sellout. Congratulations to every single one of you on that. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. And we will be coming to Claire's demonstrations as well, which I'm really excited about. Please tell me, what are you demonstrating?
We're going to do the ballerina.
Yay! I was hoping you were going to say that. Has to be the ballerina. Which one?
Going to do the little. It's the same. Can I do it now? Can I?
We'll just do the gemstones, then we'll come into it, because you need the gemstones, don't you?
You do.
You were going to do. Oh, go on, do it. Are you ready for this? You ready for this?
Her little legs move. So
Oh.
if we give her a little.
Oh, look, that's beautiful. Does
So
she?
yeah, hers do as well.
And this one's does. That's amazing, Claire.
Thank you.
I love these. They're beautiful. You need to do a DVD of ballerinas, please. Can we have a DVD of ballerinas?
Be me and you an early start again then.
Yeah, we'll wear tutus as well.
Yeah, we could do.
We might even try and tone. Well, I say we. I won't keep. Okay, now let's move on to the second part of your Christmas miracle. I mean, this is a combination of gemstones, if ever I've seen them, and the fact that they are different shapes. I have to start with the amethyst, because this is
beautiful.
I've never seen amethyst in this shape before. Aren't they gorgeous?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful strand.
Look at the shape of these amethysts. They're kind of like saucers, little saucers. They're beautiful, aren't they? Can you see those? Little shapes like little saucers that lay and nestle so wonderfully together. Now, we have got quantity. However, over 100 of these are available. However, when you wait to see all of the gemstones that are included, it will be a sellout, Claire, won't it? Of course. Now, where do we go from here? How about some stunning Labradorite? Again, in a rare cut, a very rare cut. These are your Labradorite wheels. So you see the labradorescence across all of the entirety of those gorgeous gemstones, and they butt up next to each other wonderfully. They can be used as spacer beads, so outside of this kit they work beautifully as well. A very rare cut to bring you of this gorgeous gemstone. Then let's move on to your silver coloured coated. Are they agate or are they hematite? Because it's just covered, that's all on my graphics. Hematite, so they're faceted micro beads. I couldn't quite tell just because they're that smaller size as well, you see. Look at the sparkle that you get from those.
Maximum sparkle, isn't it? From something so small.
They pack some punch, don't they, Claire?
They really do.
They really do. The smaller the gemstone doesn't necessarily mean the smaller the actual look, or you get loads of sparkle. I mean, you can see just how it lifts those two strands if they needed any lifting, that is. Then we've got your white quartz, which I love. With these Christmassy kits that we're seeing at the moment, I do think that very crisp, delicate linen white takes it to that whole other sort of Christmas level. Sorry, I've just put that back on my hand so you can actually see the entirety. These are 2mm and they are your plain rounds, so rather than the faceted. But last but by no means least, you might have clocked it on Claire's ballerina. We've got one of the big five, or potentially the big member of the big five. It is, of course, your Tanzanite. So what a gemstone combination. A Christmas miracle with Tanzanite. Beautiful. That, do you know what? I'm going to go as far as saying the Amethyst is my favourite.
Do you know, I think it might be mine as well. I've not seen anything like that. The colour, the clarity, the shape, and how much you get, and the size of something. I mean, it's wonderful. Really wonderful strand.
Love it. That's my favourite strand. And I don't often waver away from Tanzanite. And I love the Tanzanite, don't get me wrong. You've got that real definition of Tanzanite blue. But just because the shapes that you're getting here, you're not going to believe the price point Kim is telling me. I don't know what this is going to. We had a triple figure quantity. Apparently we should be at £38.75. Okay, I'm excited, Kimbo. We're all eyes on the graphics right now. At home and also here in the studio, we're glued to this. I can't wait. I cannot wait to see.
Oh my goodness.
You'd pay that for the Tanzanite. You'd pay that for the Amethyst. You'd pay more than that for the Tanzanite, in actual fact. £24.95 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands of very, very, very high-end gemstones. The sparkle of your hematite, the beautiful shape that you get from the amethyst, your Tanzanite alone. Laura in Shropshire, such a gorgeous bundle. Those colours are amazing, aren't they, Laura? Aren't they stunning? And the shapes are amazing. This is from Regitha in Kent. Hi, Elle and Claire, and the lovely crew. I had to get mine. Absolutely stunning designs, Claire. Speechless, aren't they? Aren't they, Regitha?
Thanks,
They
Regitha.
are. Amazing.
But I've still, again, with all that, and and they are gem heavy pieces, and I've still got all of that. So that's still the first sample, and I've still got all of that left.
Look
and
at
there's
the
probably a
sparkle
few
that's
on my
coming
desk
from.
as well. I mean, they're wonderful. I mean, that'd be a beautiful bracelet just like that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, just restranded.
Yeah.
The amethyst on its own. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. That's working out for 5 strands, £24.95. Oh, is it time for the kit? Lots of you there. How are we doing on quantity though, Kimbo? Very quickly, this is selling, so I'm not surprised if it. A lot of new callers as well. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. We're a big, friendly family, very friendly family, and you've tuned in exactly the right time because we've got the one, the only Claire on, giving you designer inspiration, and Claire's going to do our ballerina. I've never seen. It's not a new concept where you have movement with jewellery. Chopard, Piaget do it. Glen Lehrer sort of creates it visually within a cut of a gemstone. But I've never actually seen it here on Jewellery Maker before.
I don't know whether, I'm not sure whether I have or not. It was inspired by, I think it was a 40s brooch, and she wasn't a ballerina, but there was a lovely brooch that I saw in, I've got a book of like vintage costume jewellery. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's just, I mean, I love anything like that, where you've got a little bit of a novelty there as well.
Just amazing, absolutely stunning. We've got another text message for you, Claire. Stunning designs, Claire. With wings, they would make beautiful fairies.
Lorraine, you're exactly where I was thinking, because you've got enough. If I'd had a little bit more time, that was going to be my next step, because you've got enough 0.4 in that kit to, if you wanted to do your wings and your woven wings. So yeah, Lorraine, I'm exactly where you are.
Oh, imagine,
be lovely.
oh, stunning. Claire, no, truly, I do think you, certainly in my experience as Jewellery Maker, you're the first to do jewellery designs, and we're all agreeing, movement within jewellery design. So well done,
Thank
lovely.
you. Thank you very much.
Last year, I do think, you know, credit where it's due. So,
Thank
okay,
you.
how do we start our beautiful ballerinas?
So we're starting off, so we're going to, your ballerina comes in, so it's 2 parts, obviously, because you've got your the head, the body, and the tutu, and then your separate legs. So this is how we're gonna take it stage by stage. So I'm going to show you how to do it, and then attach the 2 so you can get that movement.
So temporarily, she has been chopped in half.
Yes, she has for a little bit, but then we'll put her back together and she'll be all right.
She needs to be temporarily chopped in half.
Yes, yeah. So I'm working with, working with the silver, the sterling silver. So if you haven't worked with it before, it's a slightly different feel. As you're working with it, it will work harden. But what it will allow you to do that you can't do with the plated wire, obviously you've got the preciousness about it, but you can really shine it as well. You know, get that
polish it up. Yeah.
So brilliant. So I'm working with the 0.8. So again, in the same way as I said with the other demo, you know, sort of get a feel for the material that you're working with, and that will really ease how your designs come out, because the more familiar you are with the medium, you know, the better really. So I'm just going to sort of straighten out any of the kinks, and I'm still working on the reel of the sterling silver.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you haven't cut any length off there?
No, because with something like this, it's very, very similar to wire writing. You know, you don't really know how much you're going to use. I mean, I think that ballerina took about, I think it was about 30 to 40 centimetres, but you don't want to cut anything when it's the sterling silver. So if we start off, and I'm going to be using my round nose, chain nose pliers, and I'll be swapping, but I'll let you know which ones I go to. So as I start, with all wire work, I want a little tail, because I'm going to be sort of working from the neck down. So the last thing I'll be doing is the head, which is where I will join. So I'm going to leave myself a little bit of leeway. So
for her head. For her head,
yeah, half of her head. So if I just start off like that, so I'm just going to grip. So I've left myself probably 2 to 3 centimetres just coming up here with my tail. So I'm just going to get my little template so I can see where I am. Okay, so I'm starting off, so I'm working from the head down. So I'll do the head last, so we're starting from the neck. So if I just come down, and what we're doing when we're doing this is we're doing just suggestions of, you know, you don't have to be too precious. You're looking at, I suppose, like body shape, muscle tone, things like that. But you're doing suggestions. It doesn't have to be spot on exactly. So what's really, really good to work with as well, and I work with, you know, the wooden mannequins that you have.
Yes,
that you can sort of like pose.
You get in art shops.
Yeah, they're brilliant to work with if you're doing something like this. So we're coming down from the neck. So I'm going to just bend round. And then I want to come to, and the other thing that you might find really useful is if you do a practice piece, which is what I do always, if I'm working with the sterling silver, work with the plated and maybe try a larger version, and then you can really, really scale it down. So if we come down, I want to have like a little bit of a shoulder. So I mean, you can see the ease that I can work with this wire. It's beautiful, really, really beautiful. So I want a little dip where her neck comes out, and then a slight curve for her shoulder. And then I'm going to come out. You might have to help me out with the muscles, actually. I'm not very good. It's your bicep there, isn't it? Yes. So I want a little dip after the shoulder, and I'm going to curve around here just slightly, so you can see, just with my nail, I'm just creating little valleys, little dips, and going up and down. But what that's doing is that's just giving me that sort of shape. Rather than just doing a straight line, it's just giving me the illusion of
her arms.
Yeah. So we're coming now to about the elbow, so the inside of the crook of the arm. So I'm just going to bend out, and then we've got again a little bit of a muscle there. So we're just going to curve out slightly. So you can see I'm just using my nail almost as a tool. And then with the ballerinas, if you have a little look at key pieces, it's things like where the position of her feet, the position of her hands. So I'm just going to go.
You could sort of download an image, I suppose.
Yeah, that's what. If you have a look at either line drawings, colouring books, line art, things like that, tattoos are brilliant for designs like this, where you really need to pay attention to the, you know, to just a line really, because you know if you simplify a design like this, you want to really try and make sure it's quite spot on. So we're coming now, so we've gotten down to the wrist, and we're going to do our hand. So our hand is going to point down. So I want to bring right all the way back up. So you can see, so I'm just going around the narrowest point of the pliers, and I'm going to come all the way back. But it's a little bit clumsy there. So what I want to do, I'm just going to squidge it together with my chain nose pliers, just to get a little bit more of a point.
So that she's really holding her fingers. You can imagine like a gymnast, can't you, where they have their fingers together and everything.
That's
so yes,
it. And you want that elegance. So then I'm going to bring back in, and you can see I'm almost overlapping there. Amazing. And then I'm going to just bring it back. So you've now created, so you've got your shoulder, you're going down into your, what do we say that is, bicep, and then you've got your forearm.
You've got your bicep and your tricep, haven't you?
Yeah, it's like going back to
biology.
School, isn't it? Yeah. So we're coming back here, so we want to have a little suggestion of an elbow. So I'm just going to, again, in the little tip of my round nose pliers, I'm just going to kink out a little bit just to create that elbow shape.
Now you can see the difference. If I just left that now, because I've worked all of this wire, if I just left that straight, it would look, you can see the difference, you know, by just giving those little dips, you're creating, you know, that sort of almost like
shape.
that softening, fleshy feel. So again, we're coming in at the elbow, and we're going to take just a little bit of a suggestion of, what would that be? Your bingo wing, wouldn't it?
Your bingo wing.
wing.
I don't know ballerinas have
they
bingo
probably
wings.
don't, but it'll make me feel better. I'll have that then. So we
Did you just say bingo wings?
Yeah, so it is, isn't it? Your bingo wings. That bit.
Yes. We all know what she's on about though, don't we? Yeah, we do. I know, the bat wings. The bat wings there, but ballerina's not so well known for their bat wings.
No, she's got beautifully toned on. So we're going to come down now. So we're coming down into the chest area and the body area. So paying attention to where the neck is going to be and the shoulder, we're going to come down and we're just going to bring all the way down. And again, I want a slight curve now. So just slight curve here for her bust here. So we're just going to bring around so you can see, and this, you know, this beautiful wire, I'm just having to sort of like just tease it really gently. Now what we want is we want some definition within the body. So we want to create other areas within the central part that aren't just a straightforward line. So to do that, we have to really double up on where we're going to bend the wire. So I've come in slightly here, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to just grip, I just swapped the pliers actually, I'm going to grip with my chain nose pliers, and then I'm going to go back on myself.
Okay.
So if I show you there, you can see I've got a doubling up of wire. Now I want to squeeze that together and turn it in. So from the front, it's the illusion of one wire. So if you can see there, it looks like it's coming in
under a bosom.
That's it. And then I'm going to grip both of the wires just at the tip. I'm going to bring all the way back. So what that's doing is that's sort of giving me, and I can pinch and play about with that so that I get a nice smooth line. But that's given me a little bit of definition, you can see on the body itself.
Literally the cup.
It's
the cup of her one boob.
It is.
Her one
I'm glad you
boobie.
said that, yeah.
Yes, we know what you mean. Am I allowed to say booby? I've just said it
You
again.
said it now.
We all know what you mean. You know that bit, the side boob.
That's it, the side. Oh, that's very popular, that is, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Apparently.
apparently. So she's got that. There we go. So we're coming in now. So we're just, again, we're teasing in. So we've got that nice waist. So she's got a lovely waist, and she's got no bingo wings. So we're coming in. So you can already start to see. So we're starting to build that body shape. Now we're coming down to, and we need to think about sort of really the next part that we're coming to. So which is going to be the tutu. So if I'm just going to bring, I just swap my pliers over.
You can really see us starting to take form.
So what I want to do now, I'm thinking ahead really, the next step, I want to have a little bit of definition in that tutu. So I'm going to bring, in the same way that I did this area, so I'm doubling back to create that definition within the line frame. I'm going to go back on myself. And again, in exactly the same way, crimp together and bring down. And I want to just give that a little curve like that, just to give it a little bit of, so that tutu's got a bit of texture. Then I'm going to swap back over to my round nose pliers, and I'm going to come all the way out to create my tutu. So again, I'm just curving it round. So if I just turn it round, and if you think about a tutu is not, if it was a different skirt, it would be, if I just turn it the right way so you can see, a tutu wants to come out almost at
an angle
like that, rather than if you were doing another sort of, you know, if you wanted a more floaty skirt, it would probably come down like that. But as we're doing a tutu, so we're going to come out.
They're very pronounced, aren't
they? They are quite wide. So I'm going to come out to about here and have a think about, you know, the scale that you're working with. So I'm going to just take there, and I'm going to come all the way round. So again, I'm just stroking that wire to get that nice shape. So I'm just going to bring over, and I'm going to do exactly the same as I have done for this part. I'm going to add a little bit of detail. So I'm going to come up here, bend back.
So all the detailings that you do is pretty much
It's
just
the same,
bending back and then going
Yeah.
the opposite direction.
Because it just allows you to have a little bit of detail within that, so you haven't just got a big expanse of, you know, just a straightforward line drawing, which is a nice effect, but it just gives you the little suggestions of shape and...
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Don't forget now this is silver wire that Claire is working with, and we don't often get silver wire. Now, just whilst Claire is duplicating the bottom of that tutu there, giving all the ruffles, if you like, to your ballerina, we're about to bring you a stunning opportunity of Labradorite, one that I've not seen previously before. Look at these cabochons, they're amazing, aren't they? I know,
Gorgeous.
Look at this one, look. Oh.
They are fabulous.
There are only 100. Look how many you're getting. Various different shapes. Gorgeous amounts of labradescence. Wow, wow, wow. It's across the entirety of the Labradorite gemstone. You can see you've got ovals, you've got amazing pear cuts there with all of its labradescence coming through. You've got elongated labradorite cabochons within. Look at the reds coming through. Look at those gorgeous reds. That's stunning, absolutely stunning. I mean, I've never brought labradorite cabochons like this. One individually, but not such a quantity like this. You've got that full spectrum of colour coming through with these, and every single one that I have here is just amazing. Incredible quality. Can you see the actual blues coming through? I'll just pop that one down. I don't want to let go of that one, do I? Look at the blues there, so you get that flash, the flash of blue coming through, and then this one, which is the first one that I picked up, you're going to see it across with every single one. This has got real purples. So can you see the violet tones coming through? Amazing purples coming through, which is very, very, very rare. Fabulous quality of your labradorite. 590 carats in total. They are big cabochons, and every single one that I have here is bringing you that gorgeous amount of labradescence. I'm just picking up different shapes so you can see, and the consistency of quality is just amazing. If you love green labradorite, if you love the green colours, then you've definitely got dispersions of that. I've never seen purple before. Red certainly is astonishingly rare, and I've never seen this kind of shape previously. How many have I got here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 labradorite cabochons here. 13! You might get 14, you might get 15, you might get 12, but all will have 590 carats in total. All will have this beautiful, beautiful quality. Of course, they're as unique as you and I, but I love with this one how you have got those flashes of colour. Carol in Manchester, I bought these beauties a while back. I always display a couple with a little light behind them on my craft stall. Really draws attention, I bet.
Yeah, good
Have you
idea.
ever seen purple before in Labradorite?
No.
There's purples there. Amazing. Wait until you see this price tag. There's less than 100 of these remaining in the vault. Grab them whilst you can. If you love your Labradorite, then these are really going to excite you as well. Look at that. That's incredible. Wow.
Blimey, that's brilliant, isn't it?
I'd pay that for that one. Wouldn't you?
Yeah. That's wonderful.
I'd pay that for just this one. My very good friend Alex Mackay works on gemcollector.com. He bought a Labradorite boulder, basically. It's like a paperweight but bigger. And he's got it on his mantelpiece. Very, very, very proud of it. He paid fortunes for it. I don't know if it's 590 carats in one individual Labradorite. Amazing colours that you get from it. I dread to think what it's valued at, but certainly nowhere near $14.95. That's stunning. And every single one has got that labradescence coming through. I mean, look, do you see the reds there? That's fascinating. I'd pay that for one of those. Which one's your favourite? This is yours, Kimbo, the rectangular one. I think this is mine. I like this one, just because it's got the actual banding within there as well. However, that said, where's the purpley one?
I think, yeah, that one's mine, pinky purple. That's lovely.
That's incredible as well. I've never seen purple within a Labradorite before. But then, where do you end? I mean, they're all stunning. Look, I'll just pop that one down for a second. Incredible. Now, I'll leave those quantities there. I'll leave the graphics on your screen until stocks last. Well done to every single one of you. By the way, the quantity is not right. It won't let Kim actually drop the quantity in accordance, and we're trying to keep up. So Over 50 have gone, so we've got less than 50 of these available now. $14.95 only. Right, you've done the tutu.
Okay, so we've done the tutu. So I've just carried on there, just see in exactly the same way. So you can see I've just continued on. So in the same way we did these indents here, I've just done another one there and replicated this side to this side. So now, if you have a look, and if you just watch, obviously you're going to be watching, but this is quite an important...
We're watching, Claire.
Watch now. This is quite an important bit.
Did you go all teacher-esque then, didn't you? Pay attention.
Make sure you're watching. But this is the little bit where you will attach the legs, so you do need to, need to pay attention. I sound like my mum. Sorry, Mum.
I'm paying attention.
So we're going to be making the little fixing at the back where the legs will hang. So what we want to do, we're going to bring across, so we're going straight across where the waist is. So you can see I'm just coming at this, and then I'm coming at the back of this, the bit that I've already done. And then what I want to do, I want to just drop, so I'm gripping it in the round nose pliers, and I'm going to just drop it down. So if I just show you there, so I'm dropping down.
At a right angle.
Yeah, and then I'm going to come and just mould it all the way around the pliers. So I've created like a little loop.
Like a little eye pin almost.
Yeah, back on myself. So if I just straighten that up a little bit. So I've got that area. So you can see if I show you from there, you've got that little bit at the back.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm going to do to cover that up is in exactly the same way that I've done these details. If I just open her out slightly like that, I'm going to go all the way back across and squeeze together. And bring it back into shape. So it's going across there. Now, I don't want a straight, just a completely straight waist. So I want to just give her a little bit of a curve here. So I'm just gripping, and I'm just going to give that a little gentle bend. So you can see by doing these little movements, it makes all the difference to the overall.
It softens it, doesn't it?
It does.
It becomes rather than a stick man.
Yeah.
You know, she's got curves.
That's it.
She has actually even a little foot. Look at the pointing of the foot.
So I'm going to come up now. So I'm gripping where I've gone over made the little fixing at the back for the legs, and I'm going to come and do exactly the same as I did the other side to create the other side of her body. So I'm going in at the waist. So you can see I'm just bringing that in there, and then I'm going to go take it all the way back in so that the under, to do her other, you can say it.
Bosom. Side boob.
I know, I'm obviously being a real prude today.
Yeah, what's the matter? What's the matter with the
I
word?
don't know,
We're allowed to say boob, aren't we? Boobage.
So I'm just going.
Zena's obsessed with boobs, so I'm sure.
She is, isn't she?
Yeah, well, it's because she has them. That's why she's an exceptional boobies. So you're doing the side bit.
I'm doing the side bit. So we're coming up in the same way. So I'm just going to bring that all the way up. So you can see now you're starting to get a little bit more detail in that centre section. So I've got the other side there, and I'm going to come under.
You're doing her armpit now.
And I'm going to do exactly the same as I've done on the other side. So again, we're looking at no bingo wing is coming up here. So you just want a little bit of a suggestion of the shape. And you see all the time you've got a little bit of movement there. So just push that back into shape, because obviously that will, you're going to distort what the overall shape is. So keep pushing it back, because you can, connect those two when you've finished. So again, we're looking at the scale compared to the other arm that we've got. So we want to sort of come probably about here, and she's going to have her arm in the air. So we want a little bit of a suggestion of an elbow, and we're going to come up, and this arm is going to be, she's going to have her hands sort of pointing down. So I want to just give that a little tease there, and I'm going to go all the way back round. If I just bring that, where have I gone there? Oh, that's it. So come all the way, and the same way that I did with the other hand, I'm just going to give it a little pinch right at the tips, just at the fingertip, just to give that, so it's a little bit closer, and open it back out. And we work our way back down in exactly the same way as we did our other one. So if I just bring that down slightly, just open it up a little bit, bring that in, and we're going to come all the way down. It's a slight out there where the forearm is, and the crook of her arm. I'm going to bring in and take it all the way. So a little indent there, probably where it goes from the bicep to the shoulder. Bring up, and I'm ready to start having a look where the neck is. So I've got the other arm there. So now, if I just put it all where it's going to be, I know I need my neck to be coming sort of about that angle. Now again, when we're looking at key points with the ballerinas, you know, you want a long, graceful neck, and you know, you can stylize these slightly. You know, it doesn't have to be sort of totally anatomically correct. You know, they're graceful dancers, aren't they? So, you know, we can play about a little bit. Now, spend a bit of time with the shape of the head, because I would say my tip is not to overwork it, because you can have, you know how when we did the prong setting, it's very easy to get sort of alien egghead shapes, which is not going to be ideal for your. So I would say don't overwork with your pliers at this point. Try and do a little bit freehand, and sort of, you know, let's maybe have like the back of the head here, and I'm just going to come down. Think about your scale. I want a little bit of a forehead. So just bring it round. So I've got that side. Now what I want to do on this side, again in the same way that we did with the bust and the tutu, I want to just give a little suggestion of a chin. So I'm going to come up, so probably a couple of millimetres, and I'm going to go in at a right angle and come back on myself only at literally a few millimetres, just all the way back, and that will give me just a slight suggestion of a chin, and I can bring that up and just give it a little. So you can see you're starting to create the head shape.
This is amazing, Claire.
Thank you.
This is absolutely amazing.
She's looking a little bit like
Oh.
Elephant Man at the moment, isn't she? But
do you know, I tell you what we're going to do, because we want to come back to this demonstration. We are running out of time though, and we've got the draw for the Wall of Fame. No, Ollie, don't apologise, because we're going to come back to it. We would do you want to do this now, Kimbo? We'll do the Wall of Fame, and then we're going to come back, because this is just amazing. We want to come back to this, so don't go any further so we can actually follow it. We're all glued, aren't we? So let's do this week's Wall of Fame draw, everybody. Fingers crossed, fingers, toes, everything, like a ballerina as well. It's the draw for your Wall of Fame. Right, back with the last of the Wall of Fames. We're running out of time every hour, aren't we? So we have to do name and number on these, and then we've got the draw.
So I've got 271, lovely crochet it looks like, and this is from Deborah Billings. It's
gorgeous,
beautiful.
Deborah.
Lovely.
You're 271. I've got number 274, amazing wire work.
Fantastic,
which comes from Toria. Toria doesn't say where you're from, but fabulous wire work and beautiful detailing. You're number 274.
This is lovely as well. This is 273, and this is Emma Bates.
Lovely, Emma.
Good luck, Emma.
Good luck to you. I've got my final one of the day is 276. Some wonderful carved gemstones in here, and it comes from Zoe. Well done to you, Zoe. Fabulous piece. Good luck. You're 276.
I've got beautiful butterflies here, and this is, I think, is that from Vera?
Vera, yes.
Vera in East Kilbride.
Lovely.
Good luck.
Lovely, Vera.
Beautiful, Vera.
Okay, all a bit rushed. We want to get back to our little ballerina, of course, don't we? So let's get straight into the draw. Do you want to do, would you like to do runner-up or first
I'll do runner-up, yeah.
There we go. I'll give it a spin. Ready? Look away, look away, look away. One stuck in there, typically. There we go. Hand in. Your runner-up, who will be credited with £50 Jewellery Maker credits. If we just hold that up. 244.
Chris Ambrose.
Chris Ambrose. Well done to you. You're
Well done,
our
Chris.
runner-up this week. Close that up again. Give her a spin. Find the hole. That helps, doesn't it? Have I got one there?
Yeah.
Got one. 159 is our winner this week. Alana Hawthorne, well done to you.
Well
you
done.
are our winner. So congratulations to every single one of you. Right, we're going to go back over because we've got more demonstration. But before I do, I've got different colours. So the silver wire did sell out. I'm right to say? That's right, yeah. All gone. So on the basis of we're thinking loads of people are going to want to be doing your ballerina, excuse me, your ballerina. You could easily do it in these colours, couldn't you? Now I'm going to bring you the copper coloured first, and if you think that this is something that you want to repeat, maybe it'll become your forte. Maybe you're thinking, oh, I can make these for all my grandchildren or my nieces or my friends. Then look at this gorgeous colour. It's your copper coloured wire. This is a 1mm gauge, so it is slightly thicker than what you're using, but there's nothing saying that you couldn't use it.
No, not at all. You just sort of work your way up really to, or you do a larger, you know,
a slightly larger scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. And there's plenty here to make so many different ballerinas or fairies, whichever it is. Or alternatively, if you got the sterling silver wire, these could be the wings, couldn't they?
Yes. Yeah, that'd be lovely. That'd be really lovely. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful
colours.
wings in the two-tone effect. Very rare that we get to bring you individual opportunities of your 100-metre spools. This is the 1mm gauge, which is essential not just for, of course, your ballerinas, but for any wire work, for creating your structure. Let's bring that price tag in for you. Now, we should be £27 and 95 pence. That's where we should be for this gorgeous colour, for all of this wire that's going to keep you in stock for a length of time. Should be £27.95. We know what Kim's been like this morning. Big price reduction, £19.95 now. The phone lines, please try and dial through on the phone lines because our website is out of service at the moment. Is that right? Our website is not working at the moment, so please do dial through. It's a free phone telephone number. If you can, speak to our contact centre. Alternative, take down the item code, stock permitting, and I can't guarantee. You can always try and make a purchase later, but I would if you dial through, I can guarantee you success. If you speak to our contact centre, you are guaranteed success. £19.95 only for the copper coloured. It's a lovely colour as well, isn't it?
It's gorgeous
colour. It's a gorgeous blush, sort of pinky tone.
Yeah. It's really good for your wire writing as well.
Ah, yes.
Or if you like doing, Alison Tarry structural pieces,
yes.
Wonderful.
Now, on to your antique bronze. Again, you get 100 metres, but this is a 0.6. Now, could you create your ballerinas with 0.6?
You could do. You would have. It might be a little bit too fine, so you definitely have to work, so hammer it definitely. But you could always twist it as well to have that thicker.
That's true.
Thicker gauge.
So you could do that, and I like the idea of hammering it because you could texturise it, then, couldn't you as well? And it is the very beautiful antique bronze, which is like a chocolatey hue, very popular, complements all the different gemstones really that I can think of. Should be £19 and 95 pence. This is the 0.6 gauge. They go beautifully together with one another, by the way, so if you wanted to get the copper as well and the antique bronze, two different gauges, should be £19.95 this morning, however. £9.95 £9.95 for 100 metre spool. Now, apparently, is it okay now, Kim? I think our website is back up and running, so if you want to get the copper wire, make those confirmations now.
I mean, when you get wire in that quantity, I just always feel it, because you're not feeling as precious about it, it really allows you to be very, very creative and open up and do sort of different designs that you wouldn't if you're really, really conscious about how much wire you're using. When you've got that much, I think it just... You let
your creative juices flow.
Yes, which means you become a better jewellery maker, because you're more,
Especially when you've got a £10 saving.
Yes, yeah.
£9.95 for 100 metres of your antique bronze. I mean, this is one of the most popular colours that we bring here at Jewellery Maker. That's fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. And again, for those of you that missed out, if you were with me on the web and you want to get the copper, should have been £27.95. We took it to £19.95, and a £10 reduction on your antique bronze. You've got the 1mm and the 0.6mm. Incredible. Okay, so back to your demonstration. So you've done her chin.
Yeah. So she's actually, I have raced through a little bit with this, so unfortunately she is looking quite broad-chested, so I'd maybe think about... She looks a bit more like shot puttery, doesn't she, rather than...
No, I wouldn't say so, but...
So you've got your two halves now. So what you need to do is you need to group those together. Now, what I could probably have done with is slightly longer tail here, because what's really handy is you can, if you think about they usually have a bun, don't they?
Yeah.
So which is where you can join the two. So I'm just going to bring those two together just for a minute when I'm happy with and I'm just going to hook this over. Now, ideally, you would have a little bit longer there, but you can get the idea of where you would
do her bun.
Yeah, you're sort of bringing back and you're going to join the two halves of her body at this point. So if I just try and get that little tail. And obviously when you're working, you're not working as far away from it as I am, so you would bring, well, she's got like a jelly bean head, hasn't she now?
No, she hasn't. You do yourself a massive distance.
So you've got the other point, and so you would create your bun or your
just
ponytail.
Or ponytail, yeah, absolutely.
So I'm just going to give that. So you get the idea there that you're bringing. So you've got your head shape there, and you play about, and you can give her whatever hairstyle you want. So that's your first section of the
of your ballerina.
So if we move on quickly in exactly the same way, you create your legs. So again, working off the reel. So I'm just going to start now. So again, and because I'm going to be looking at, I'm going to be referring to the two parts. So you would think about the scale. So you're going to be always looking at the first part that you've done. Leave yourself a little bit of a tail, and I'm going to curve out in exactly the same way that I did with the sort of the muscles and the shape for the arms. So I'm going to do a little bit of a thigh. I'm going to dip in, and I'm going to do a knee. So I'm coming out in the same way that I did with an elbow, and I'm going to come in again. So you can see there, so I'm starting to get the curve of the thigh muscle, the sort of the side of a knee. I'm going in, and I want to come out slightly, just a little curve out slightly. So I'm just teasing it with my nail, and that's going to give me my calf muscle. And then I want to bring back in, sort of about, so thinking about the scale, so of the top part of the leg and the bottom part, and I want to come in and bring it really nicely in, and so she's got some really thin, delicate ankles. And exactly the same way that I did her hands, I'm going to bring down, and this is going to be her ballet slipper. So if I just insert with my round nose pliers, and I'm going to bring all the way up. So I'm now coming back on myself. So I'm bringing it all the way over. That's going to give me a nice curve of the slipper. And I'm going to bring in and just tuck in for that ankle. So you can see I'm starting to, so I've got my ballet slipper there.
So this is the leg that she's stood on?
She's stood on, yeah.
On her points?
On points, yeah. So you've got really nice muscle definition of this leg. So again, I'm going to come up as thin, and I want a little bit of a curve for the other side of her calf. And coming in, so if I just bring that in slightly, so I want that to go in just a little bit there.
For a knee?
And a knee coming out, the other side of her knee. So you can see I'm almost using my pliers just to create like wavy lines, just really little suggestions of the legs. So, she's a little bit, there we go. So if I bring that up, and when I'm happy with the shape of her leg, obviously you would spend a little bit longer there. I'm just going to twist that round. So I've got that is held into place. And then I'm going to start to work on exactly the same. And you can play about with whatever position she's in. So again, I'm going to have her knee coming up and down like that. So we want a nice thigh muscle here, and a little knee, and I come down, and I want a nice curve of her foot there. So again, looking at size and scale, and I want her little ballet slipper. So I want a little kink going that way for a ballet slipper, all the way around. So I'm going to curve it round, probably the narrowest part of my round nose pliers, and I want to go all the way and bend in, because I want that nice curve of the ballet slipper. So it is almost like a jelly bean shape. So you can see by bending it in there, I've got that curve.
Yeah.
There we go. So again, I'm coming up, so I've got a little ankle, little ankle, and I'm going to come up, and I want a really nice now, a nice defined calf muscle. So I'm going to just open this up. So if I just open that up slightly and come up, so I'm on the top, I'll just open the reel a little bit. And I want a nice curve here. So I'm going to bring a little curve, so I'm going round the pliers, and then I'm going to bring, so I'm sort of holding here, actually I'll swap my pliers over, and I'm going to bring all the way round. So you can see I've got a bit more of a definition. So you would, and then just, if I just bend that round, so you can see, so you've got your legs separate, and then trim that off. So you would end up with your two bits like so. So you've got your two sections there.
Well, she's got lovely long legs,
she has, hasn't she? So hers are slightly different there. So you've got your two pieces. So all you do is you can just turn I just turn a loop with that tail that I've got left. I'll snip that off. I'll give that a little snip. And then in the section that you've done where you created that little dip there, if I just do that like that and then open it like my jump ring, and then I'm going to slot that
into there,
and close up.
And there are her moving legs.
And there are her wiggly legs.
Oh, I love it! I love it! I love it! I love it! And I know lots of love for your tutorial as well.
Thank
and
you.
you've just threaded gemstones on, haven't you?
Yeah, just
or not
on the point four. Yeah.
Beautiful as it is. Thank you, Claire. Wasn't it
Thank
gorgeous?
you.
Have a look at Facebook for the uploads, and I'm going to push for a DVD of those because I think they're amazing.
Thanks.
I think they'd be gorgeous DVDs. $9.95 only for your antique bronze. Have a little look back. The kit I think is sold out. We've got so much more to bring you though, including the strand of Ethiopian opal. Thank you so much,
very
my
welcome.
darling.
Thank you.
On behalf of everybody, because I know everyone's thinking it. That's amazing. Well done to every single one of you. But we're not over yet. We have got more up after this short break.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck. Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Did you know that no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one postage and packaging fee?
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com. Did you know when you book on a Jewellery Maker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Did you know that the Jewellery Maker phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping.
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
Wow. Once again, can I just say, from the very bottom of my heart, and I know so much love for Claire, that was just a stunning tutorial.
Aww,
really lovely.
thank you.
And I know
Thank you very
you'd
much.
agree. I mean, with pieces, with tutorials like that, which are obviously very high-end, you'd be looking to incorporate your very high-end gemstones. You've used Tanzanite there, but there's nothing stopping you using variations of that as well. So on to, I've got to stop talking about it because I'm going to run out of time, and I need to bring you your presenter's pick. Now, this is a brand new opportunity and an amazing quality of Ethiopian opal. Now, it's little known that actually the main seam within Ethiopia, which is a very dramatic location, literally vertical cliffs, where this gemstone is actually mined, and small groups of artisanal miners work together to source this gemstone, and in very steep ledges, if you like, where they were unearthing this gemstone. But actually that main seam, which looks like a bit like the Grand Canyon, I suppose, there's a big crevice running through the landscape itself, that's no longer actually in production, or there's certainly rumours that it's no longer in production. That said, we can show you this image actually. This is the mine. This is the actual mine. So that very dramatic crevice is where Ethiopian opal was being sourced. You can zoom into the very top ledge there, and you can see just a small group, a few groups there that are mining this gemstone along those very steep and dramatic crevices, and that's where Ethiopian opal actually comes from. So that big dramatic main mine, which was certainly what made this gemstone so incredibly popular the world over. Rumours are that it's no longer in production. Now, that said, we have heard that just to the west of that location, a small location, and it is way small, nowhere near the same scale as what you've just seen. Small location to the west is actually unearthing Ethiopian opal, and it's just a handful of miners that are actually scouring that location, which is providing some of the biggest and most abundant hydrophane performance opal. Hydrophane, so you think water, don't you? Well, this is a gemstone which is made up out of silica spheres, and it's the silica spheres which bring you that play of colour, which is the #1 valuing factor of your Ethiopian opal. The more apparent those the play of colour is, the more valuable it is. So to the west, and just remember it this way, west is best. It's certainly producing some of the best quality that we've ever seen. I'm guessing, and I can't say for certain because obviously I can't pinpoint these gems down to any specific location within the Ethiopian opal mine. I'm betting that this strand came from that western location. Stunning. Have you ever seen Ethiopian opal like it?
No, it's just glowing and on fire. It's wonderful. It's just jumping out, isn't it?
Oh, this is like multicolours in an opal. I'm lucky, and in fact I've got a book here. I've got the Law of Gems book here because I brought it in last night, funny enough. If I was to flick through, and I'll do it as you dial through, please be on those phones. I know I haven't even shown you the gemstone as of yet. If I flick to Ethiopian opal, and so that you can actually see. So you can actually see, hang on a minute, I've gone the wrong way. So you can actually see everything that we aspire to owning, and if you're lucky enough, there we go, Ethiopia. Here we go. This is what Ethiopian opal aspires to be. The pictures. So obviously we're going to take the best examples, the finest example opals to be featured with it. Look at all that incredible play of colour. I've got no hesitation in saying that what you're about to see is rivaling that incredible quality, and this has been set on our sister channels with beautiful diamonds, obviously commissioned in gold. I wanted to show that, and again you can see the story of the biggest gem news from within the Ethiopian opal mine. This is available as well. You can buy this with the same postage and packaging. It's very much our Bible here at Jewellery Maker, and this is what we're referring to and why we're getting so excited. Kim, how many have we got of these? 51 in the world. Okay, it's not nearly enough. But then I should remind myself there, Elle, it's the best. I don't mind saying this is the best opal that I've ever seen here at Jewellery Maker, and I'm sure you'll agree.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm going to shelter it just because there's so many lights here in the studio. This is more of an accurate display of what you'll get.
Oh, look.
OMG!
Oh, it's beautiful.
I have never seen anything quite like it. Hang on, even if I take my hand off, so you've got all the light, which doesn't do opals any favours whatsoever. This is more accurately what you'll see when you get it home. Look at how stunning those opals are. Every single one. The fact that you've got reds, blues. It is amazing, isn't it, Wes? I can hear Kimbo saying, I want it, I want it, I want it. I know, I do as well. This is incredible. Do you know, if you're in a situation where you're thinking, I should be spending whatever this is going to be on presents. Do you know what? I think they'll understand. I really think they'll understand. I certainly would. If it was me and you said, look, Elle, it was your present, or it was me getting this opal, I'd totally go, I'm glad. Wow, totally Janet, I totally agree. I've never seen opal like it. Have we got Hannah Roxbury upstairs? Because I think she'll want to see this. I've recently bought 3 strands of Ethiopian opal from JM, and when I opened my package, I was literally blown away by the colour play and pin firing pretty much every single stone on the strands, so much that I get my strands out daily and stroke and admire them. That's Joanne in Newcastle. Do you know what, Joanne? This is just amazing. If Hannah Roxbury is listening upstairs, and I know she sometimes does have us on her computer, Hannah, come down and see the quality of these. This is amazing. I'm actually speechless. Red is the rarest colour to get. The top colours of your spectrum is the rarest colours to get within Ethiopian opal, and you've got them. Reds, oranges, yellows, blues, green. Look at it. It's just breathtaking. Shall I pop it on a black board as well? So I'm going to show you in every different scenario. I'm bowled over. I am.
It's amazing.
Can you see why I think this is from the western location? Look.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Can you see why I think this is from that western location? Do you know, if you bought this and sold it on straight away, I think you're straight away quids in. Mary Denise, South. Hang on one sec. Where's that? Yorkshire. Pauline, Deborah, Beryl, Tamsin, West Yorkshire, the Channel Islands, Sue in the West Midlands, all with it in the back. That's incredible. I'm head over heels in love. Should be £109.95. To the moon. Back, to the moon, back. I understand that's more of a considered price point, but this is without doubt, no if, buts or maybes. I want to share this with some. Is there any? Is Zena out there? Is Hannah? I really want Hannah Roxbury to come and see this. I want Hannah Roxbury to come and see it because it's just gemologist. She's going to love it. She's going to absolutely love it. Not your price tag, however. Wait till you get it home, more to the point. That's the most important thing. You're about to own some of the finest, no, not some of, the finest strand of opal that I've ever seen here at Jewellery Maker, and potentially some of the finest opal that I've ever seen, full stop. $89.95 for 30 carats of gorgeous opal. I mean, if you were, I'd take these and personally have them set into gold, but if you have got sterling silver and you prefer sterling silver, just a couple of those drops. You're going to make that money back, aren't you?
If you've got the sterling silver wire from before, you can, if you take that design, you could just drop one, in the centre.
Yes.
In the centre there, and that's one gem. Oh, one gem.
Kimbo, I know what to get you for Christmas, stock permitting. I know what to get you for Crimp, but this is like all your Christmases at once, isn't it? West Yorkshire, Stella, Sue, Beryl, Mary, Denise, well done to you. Regita, you've got yours, incredible. I've got Anne there, Susan there, another Mary there, Jan. We've got guest designer who? Jan is on the phone lines, I'm not surprised. West Yorkshire's there as well, congratulations to you. We had, how many? 51 of these to be exact. And 20 are in basket. Stop permitting. The moment I come off air, and that's only in less than an hour's time, I've got no hesitation in getting listen, all fair in love and gemstones. I say if it's not checked out your basket, I'm coming for it. I am coming for it. So when it comes to quality like this, and it is unprecedented quality, I will, without shadow of a doubt, plucking out those baskets. I'm sorry, I'll say sorry for it, but you know,
I think I might be tempted as well.
I've never seen anything like it, Claire.
It's gorgeous.
I was lucky enough to meet Andrew Cody back in October, last year. We had gem hunters coming from all around the world, and he came from Australia, and we showed him some of our Ethiopian opal. If he was here right now, and I loved him, he was brilliant. He was one of the most charismatic and warm individuals that I've ever met, and he's iconic in the gemstone world and in the opal world in particular. He would be absolutely smitten. And Kubapedi opal is his thing. That, you know, obviously that's he's the president of Cody Opal. However, if I was to show him this, I know exactly the words he'd be saying. He'd be like, wow, amazing. You can see just how abundant the performance is, and it is a performance. It's like lights, camera, action. Every single one of those colours coming on just across the entirety, and it's the entire length. Jeanette, West Midlands, Teresa, Constance, Janet, well done, my lovely. Christine, you're there as well. Patricia's with me. I've got Debbie, Yvonne, Isabel. Is it going to be a sellout, Kimbo? Yeah. By tomorrow morning, it'll be 100% gone. But can I just give you a little heads up? Those of you that have it in your baskets, are you going to make any apologies for plucking out the baskets?
No, not for something like that, no.
No, I think it is a straight... Who's first at the race line on that? Incredible. Well done. Well done. Okay, brand... Oh, when did this arrive? It's just arrived. Just been brought down from our management team.
Ooh, goes with our outfits.
It does go with our outfits, Claire. We got the black memo today. Did you get it, Wes, as well? It's all about the sparkle. This is so Chanel, Tiffany's, so boutique, isn't it? High end. You can imagine all the sparkle around Angelina Jolie. When you've got a graduation like this of rondelles, faceted rondelles, 165 carat. Do you know what this reminds me of? Angelina Jolie. If you actually, I can't show you a picture of this obviously through copyright, but just enter into your search engine Angelina Jolie black spinel. You'll see the piece that I'm referring to. She wore a beautiful, they were bezel set solitaires, an ever so slight graduation, and yes, granted it was probably an 18 carat rose gold, but it was the gemstone and the luster and the sparkle of the gemstone which just looked effortless on her, and this is a great way of replicating that same perfect look. I always call it the seductive gemstone. Claire, do you agree? Because it is a beautifully seductive gem.
I think there's no shine like it, is there really? That sparkle is just, especially for this season as well, if you've got Christmas parties.
Oh, with the little black dress. You know, just a pair of lovely killer heels if you can, or flats, whichever you prefer. But with a little black dress, you can't go wrong, can you? You really can't go wrong, or any colour for that matter. I mean, it will work with shirt and jeans. It'll work with anything, wouldn't it? There's nothing that this gorgeous strand wouldn't go with. We're very blessed and privileged to have some very sizable black spinel opportunities on our website. However, this is brand new and it's premiering to have the big impact rondelles of this size, faceted all the way around, which is really crucial. The actual cutting of this gemstone and the polishing of this gemstone is crucial, because it's not a gem that will bring you internal brilliance or pleochroism or triachroism or colour change. It's all about the surface luster. It's all about how the light reflects across the outside of the gemstone rather than on the inside of the gemstone. So imperative that they are finished, polished to perfection. And the polishing of a gemstone, it's not as simple as, you know, what you'd imagine polishing to be. It's very complex. Believe me, I've had a go, and it's not easy. It's not not easy at all. You've got to get the right angles to actually facet, to follow the facets that you've already formed, otherwise it distorts it and then actually rubs over the actual angles of the cuts as well, which you don't want, especially with opaque gemstones. So they're massively underestimated. You can understand why Tiffany's, Chanel, Lorraine Schwartz is another who has been using and choosing black spinel above all other black gemstones, above your black diamonds, above your jet, and even onyx. I mean, onyx is used, don't get me wrong, but in different design houses, but used for big high-end pieces, one-of-a-kind pieces in many cases, and it has been pictured on the red carpet frequently over recent years. Well done to every single one of you. You're going to love it when you get it home. Maybe a couple of these used with your white pearls, or just simply on its own. 22 centimetre strand, all totally and utterly natural. Dial in as soon as you possibly can. South Yorkshire, Carol, Lorna, well done to you. Tamsin, Manchester, Tina, you're with me as well. Brand new. I didn't even know this was included in the show. That's how new it is. $11.95 management deal for you. Have we got quantity of these, Kimbo? Oh, 100. Lots of new callers come in. How easy would it be to restrand this using a simple, and again the techniques are on our website.
Very easy. I mean, I'm not sure what the drill hole is like, but I mean, there are different grades of, elastic that you could do. And if you look at, a very popular charm shop.
Yes,
I mean,
know the one you mean.
They're so, they are everywhere, so on trend, and I bet they're not spinel.
No, of course not.
You just have, either you could make your own sort of charm, couldn't you, or the charms that we sell have a silver charm.
I have to be careful what I say, but I do always, and I know you're the same, Jewellery Makers, and you don't get caught out by this, but I find it really infuriating, and I'm not naming names, where companies will play on words, and it's not just them. There's lots of different companies that do it. We'll say gemstone jewellery, but it's not gemstones. It's a synthetic gemstone. Well, in theory, synthetic gemstones can be called a gemstone. It doesn't actually have to be natural. It doesn't have to be Mother Nature. But I do think it's a little bit misleading. You know that here at Jewellery Maker you're getting genuine, the real deal, $11.95, and you're absolutely right to point that out, Claire. I mean, if this were in one of those establishments where you simply hook them in between, don't you?
Yeah,
simply hook those charms in between. You'd be talking, what, 3 figures? I've not been in lately.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
You would be
a lot more than what that price is.
Exactly, a lot more than $11.95.
Yeah.
Lots of you choosing to multi-buy as well. Fabulous, fabulous. Do you know what? Actually, in box number. Yes. Can I attach it? If I can, because I've got silly nails.
Ooh.
Oh, Claire.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, see, that's lovely, isn't it?
Oh, you went Welsh then?
I did a bit, yeah.
You went
lovely.
Welsh.
I think it's sitting down. I don't feel comfortable sitting down.
Look, we have just replicated that look. Sitting down makes you Welsh.
Well, obviously, I was thinking, what's your logic there, Claire? But yeah.
I love it. I love it. Look how easy this has been to replicate. That's stunning, isn't it?
That is fabulous.
Absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you can buy both opportunities separately. This is a solid 925 sterling silver heart charm. I've been buying these for Christmas gifts on the tables. I just think they're going to be gorgeous. You can see on the back, and the reason why I do turn it over is the fact this is attention to detail. This is what we would call a pave set. So there's lots and lots and lots of brilliant cuts. So every single one of those white topaz has got 57 facets. Every single one of those. A diamond, if they were this size, would not have that many facets, so more shine, more sparkle. But I turn this over because this is attention to detail, just allowing that small amount of light. And you might think, why is there little individual holes? Just allowing that small amount of light to really enter into the pavilion of the gemstone, which won't be visible necessarily this way round, really adds to that gorgeous sparkle. You can wear this as a pendant, you can wear it as a charm like we are here, you could change it into pairs of earrings.
I think if I were going to put, I would definitely put the two together. And you know how you've got the graduation of size in the spinel? I would take either end and do where it's all sort of fairly similar sizes, do my bracelet, and then I would just have a few
the larger ones, and I'd have the heart on both of them.
I agree.
On
The
my
matching
necklace,
suite.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
gorgeous, aren't they? So beautiful. And how much would you pay for a charm as well? Like I've got a charm bracelet, not one that I've made. I was actually gifted it a good few years ago. In actual fact, I buy charms from Jewellery Maker and our sister channel to put onto that rather than go to the actual shop, because I don't want. I'm a savvy shopper. I want deals. I know that sterling silver is sterling silver, whether it's from Jewellery Maker or whether it's from Links of London or Pandora, or wherever it is. You know, sterling silver is the same across the board, and I know that also I'll be getting amazing quality. This is gorgeous. Parve set could easily be a pendant as well, because it is so sizable. Now I haven't attached this very well. Obviously it's not straight, but you can see, you get the general gist, can't you? You can get the general gist. That looks amazing.
I really like that.
And me.
I might be getting some of those, I think.
And me. I'm getting everything that I'm holding right now. Gorgeous, isn't it? Look at the sparkle. But then you could totally mix it up and change it to with maybe some black lace and take it into a sort of I don't know, Downton Abbey. Excuse me.
It's really versatile. Yeah, I always think, you know, like black clothes as well, isn't it? They go with everything, but like blue jeans, so you know it's going to go with whatever you want to put it with.
Whatever, absolutely. Solid 925 sterling silver. These measure 17 by 13 millimetres, should be £24 and 95 pence. So at that price point, we're already beating. Well, we are, aren't we? For genuine gemstones, we've certainly got to be at least matching them, but in many cases, I think we're surpassing. But never mind £24.95. Not today, not on our wash. Thinking that many of you will be thinking, perfect Christmas gift. I'd love to be able to gift genuine gemstones and of course precious metal. £14.95. It's in my basket, Claire.
It's in mine as well. I'll have yours if you don't check out.
Amazing. Hey, hey, I see, it's like that.
Fighting talk now.
It is fighting talk.
See,
right.
This is what happens when I sit down. So, Welsh and fighting.
You get feisty and Welsh when you sit down, Claire. Have we got quantity of these, Kimbo? We had 69. 30 are in baskets right now. So you know what? We might need to make up on this one because I think we might miss out, Claire.
I think so.
Well done to you, Pauline, Manchester, Fleur. Fleur's in there, though. Well done to you, Fleur. Sarah in Yorkshire, you've done it. Suzanne's there. Cumbria's multi-bought. Angela's multi-bought. What a perfect Christmas gift.
Be lovely. I hope Fleur's bought it for me for Christmas. Thanks, Fleur. Hopefully.
And me, Fleur.
Yeah, both have one.
Should we do our really angelic face to get one? Fleur,
please. Love you, Fleur.
I don't think she's having any of it. She's not having any of it. She's not responded anyway. Suzanne, Isabel, Lucy, well done to you. Gosh, I can't keep up with the names. We had 69. It looking like it will be a sellout. What a perfect Christmas gift, though, just as it is. If you got the sterling silver chain earlier on.
Oh yeah, just one hanging off there. On a head pin.
On your ballerina kit. That's an Italian ballerina. Ballerino. If you managed to get hold of that, then just one of these suspended from the length of chain would be beautiful, wouldn't it?
Be gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Well done to every single one of you. Don't forget, you can get that gorgeous spinel as well. I can't take that off now, but I'll leave it there for the minute. Box number 7 from 10 o'clock. If you missed out on the chain and the wire, by the way, oh, can I bring that charm back? Or how many have we got of the charm? Bring the charm back. D. There's 76 of the chain. The charm is going to be limited. How easy was that?
That's very pretty again, isn't it? It's a lovely chain.
It is a lovely chain. 20 left on the charm. Ooh, there we go. So look, finished piece of jewellery straight away. Gorgeous. Or you could take out the actual bolt ring. You don't have to use that. Look at the quality of the chain. I'm just going to hide that to the back so nobody thinks that you are actually getting the charm with this as well. It is a complete necklace with the detailing. which you can easily personalise. Comes with your 925 sterling silver stamp, of course. 40 centimetre, sorry, 925 stamp, 40 centimetre length chain, but it is a big substantial link, as you can see. They're quite open links. So you could use this with, you could alternate it to bracelets if you wanted to. You could use them as charm bracelets. They're substantial. You can see that at the average gram weight across the entirety of the collection. You can see the reflective properties of these. I love the idea of maybe initials on that little tag there. I just think that would add that, stamp it onto them just to add that personal touch, or a little love heart, or maybe a little private message or something like that. Like what you see in wedding bands, etc. When you see the inside of a wedding band, some people have a little message to one another. Ah, I love that sentiment. As you know, I'm a great softie. I'm a big softie. These are beautiful quality, and earlier on we brought you sterling silver chains, but they sold out, needless to say, with Claire's demonstration of her ballerina and the silver wire. If you missed out on that opportunity, these are also very substantial, so they're much bigger than the standard link that you see, not just here at Jewellery Maker, but across most jewellers, to be honest. It tends to be, I call it, and I was saying it last night, and Debbie was like, I know exactly what you mean. Do you know sometimes when you buy a chain, whether it be gold or whether it be silver, and it's so light that it sticks to you? Do you know what I'm talking about? Where it hasn't got the weight behind it to fall, it sticks to you. And you think, that's a bit pathetic. What are you actually going to, it's not going to support anything, is it? It doesn't, and it's certainly not noticeable. Do you know what I mean? It sticks to the skin because there's no substance, I suppose, no weight behind the chain. Now I'm going to deliberately take that charm off, because I would wear this as is. That's not going to stick to me. That's going to fall beautifully, isn't it? And maybe if you want to wear it as a longer length, multi-buy, add them and connect them together. That's a simple way of creating a much longer length. Every single person that's with us on the phone lines and on the web has multi-bought. Perfect Christmas gift. Well done to you, Morag. Well done to you, Sue. Well done to you, Deborah. We've got Catherine there. We've got Martin there. Lovely to be with you. Camilla in West Yorkshire's on the web with me as well. Telephone bidders getting involved. We've got new buyers. Welcome to the world of Jewellery Maker. This is a 40 centimetre length. I'm just going to give you a measure in terms of inches for those of you that need to know. It's an 18 inch, so a classic length. Where I was holding it, it's going to sit just below the actual nape of the neck. So if you wanted to take it to below the bust line, this is what I do. I buy the same chain and then connect them all together, and then I'll use it with one of my big pendants. Do you do that?
It's a good idea, isn't it? It's a good idea. It's making me think with those links, though. I would, you know, say like the pink sapphire that you had, and all the beautiful rondelles. I would get lots of the head pins and just really do, you know, those bubble groups, and just have those hanging off each individual link. Because when you've got links like that, you know, I would.
You can suspend, can't you? You can suspend gemstones from them. I totally agree with that. Yeah, just a couple of those rondelles, or the opal.
Oh yes, yeah.
Oh, the opal, just one of those opals suspended in the centre, you know, so briolette wrapped. Is it is that what we call it? Yeah, the briolette wrapping.
I think it is.
I think it is as well. Mark was showing us how to do it the other day, or even just take the quality of those opal I'd take into a jeweller's and have something set properly. But well, I say properly, I mean properly in my eyes, because I wouldn't be able to do it as well as you will be able to, jewellery makers. So that's what I would probably do. I'd invest in it. But and certainly a length of chain like this, this would support those amazing Labradorite cabochons that we had earlier on. It would because it is so substantial. Okay, good luck to every single one of you. We should be bringing this to you at £9.95. However, not this morning. Already a substantial price tag. £9.95 was already incredible. £7.95. I don't know. I mean, I'm in my local town. A Friday tradition is that me and my other half, we go for a nice coffee and a cake. And I always walk past a few jewellers, to be honest, and I always walk past the chain section, and I always do my smug face. Have you seen my smug face? Have you seen my smug face?
No, let's see it. Yeah, that's smug.
Do you want to do this? Do you want to do the smug face?
I think it's a bit pained, isn't it? Mine is.
No wonder I've actually been escorted out of a jewellery establishment previously before with a face like that. There must be, get out right now. It's because I'm smug. Look at the difference. I mean, I don't know if another retailer that can compete. £7.95, amazing quality. Well done to every single one of you. Moving on to box number 15 from. Oh, there's so much. Keep to the sterling silver, shall we? Let's keep to the high-end finding, shall we? You're going to love this, Claire. This with your ballerinas. Oh my gosh, they're amethyst as well. This definitely with your ballerinas. You know that amethyst strand?
Yes, yeah.
Have you seen? Oh, Claire, you're going to be in love with this. I've never seen it before. It is a toggle clasp, but it could easily be a pendant too.
Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? No, I haven't seen those.
Oh my word, these are amazing. Wait, I'm trying to pick up the other one as well to show you both together. It is a toggle clasp, but you could use it as a pendant, couldn't you? That's stunning. With your ballerina and the amethyst that you got from the kit, this would be incredible. So it is actually a toggle clasp, but you could use it as pendants, couldn't you?
Yeah, that's beautiful. It's quite substantial as well, isn't it?
It is substantial. You've got every single one. They are round, faceted gemstones. Consistency of colour. Feel free to come over and have a little look if you want to, my darling. I can see you sort of leaning forward. They're beautiful, aren't they?
Oh, that's lovely. That beautiful colour. Oh, that's gorgeous.
This with your ballerina that you've just done, just there. With your ballerina that you've just, this is a high end, probably one of our most high end class that we've brought you. Or could be a pendant in its own individuality. Stunning. How many have we got of these, Kimbo? Have we got many? Oh, 58. Why have we only got 58? It's got to be new. Oh, did we have this before? Have we had this before? And it's sold out? Oh, you have, not me. I was going to say, I would remember this. Back by popular demand. We've got only 58 of these available. That's it. Once they're gone, they're gone. Apparently, we should be £14.95. Not staying anywhere near that, by the way. I'm just reiterating what Kim, my producer, is saying to me, so I've got no idea where she's taking this to. Substantial amounts of sterling silver, £8.95. If this doesn't sell out, I will stand on my own head. Not as in do a headstand. As in do a headstand. That's just tilt that back so you can see. That's beautiful quality, isn't it? I'd add this to that silver chain that we've just seen.
Yes, I was just thinking that. I think I'd save the bolt ring clasp for something else.
Swap
and just,
it over.
Yeah, add it on.
Swap it over. £8.95 plus £7.95. You've got a stunning, genuine gemstone piece of jewellery there, and that's all you need. And if you want, then add one of your ballerinas to it as well. Just amazing. So many of you there. We had 58 of these available, and they are flying out of the vault. Not surprised by that in the least. Do dial in as soon as you possibly can, because it's going to be first come, first serve. You've got faceted amethyst within, already approaching 50% rather of the stock being allocated. I can't quite see all of your names for some reason. My graphics have just gone a little bit momentarily on the slowdown. We've got Veronica, Angela, hello to you, West Yorkshire, Tanya, Mary, Leslie, Kay, Morag, Patricia, Karen, Layla, Susan, Christina. Pretty much sold out. We can't physically keep up. Yes.
I was just thinking, because some people, especially if it's new people, might not know how to, if you've got like the length of chain, and so you just get some of your fine wire or your head pins and just cut the ball off, and if you just get sort of like a coordinating gem, and then you can attach through the holes there. So you don't need lots of findings. It's just a little bit of bit of wire, but it'd be a wonderful addition with that, you know, the last kit.
The last kit, yeah, it would look amazing with the last kit because of that amethyst strand.
Yes.
Incredible. Box number 9. Do you know what else would work with that clasp? There's only 20 of these available because amethyst, amertine, of course, from the same gemstone family. Amertine being a bi-coloured gemstone. These are last in stock, and I don't get to bring it to you every single day. In fact, I could probably count on one hand the amount of times I've done it since coming back to Jewellery Maker. This is a natural gemstone. Let me see. It's from the Bolivia mine as well, which the Bolivian government have banned exportation of this gemstone because basically they want to capitalise on it. They want to sort of capitalise on this gem, and I totally understand that. It is one of the smallest mines, not just gemstones, but one of the smallest mines in the world. You look at it, and it kind of looks like Lord of the Rings, you know, the burrows. It's a tiny little entrance that comes in. This gemstone, it was originally, myself and certainly other presenters used to talk about how it's a differing in temperature and pressures during the oxidisation process. That hasn't actually been scientifically proven, and actually over recent months we've heard that we can't prove that anymore. It might just be that one side of a geode forms with citrine, one side of a geode forms with amethyst, and it's faceted. There's no actual definition of how amertine is formed, but one thing I can say for certain is that it can't be replicated. This bicolour gemstone is last in stock. You've got 500 carats, and certainly up there on my recommendations of get it as soon as you possibly can. How many have we got available of these, Kimbo? Just 20 in the world. 20, that's it. Once they are gone, they're absolutely gone. It's a 20 centimetre strand, and they are big, sizable. They're not nuggets. They're boulders, aren't they? They're big, beautiful boulders of a natural gemstone. So it can't be replicated, it can't be heat treated to bring you this bicolour fusion. Amertine is a fusion of citrine and of amethyst, basically, which forms within a geode together alongside each other. But it can't be replicated. You can't just heat one side of the gemstone and actually get that gorgeous golden colour. Actually, the heat transfers way too fast, and it just becomes purely citrine. I haven't brought it to you in weeks. I don't know when the last time was. I can't physically think of the last time, but I know it would have been ages ago, and I'm not counting. I'm not going to think. It'd be too idyllic for me to think there's coming at any time soon. Bolivian amertine does not come around every single day. Last in stock though should be $21.95. That's amazing. Kimbo, you never need say sorry to me, my lovely. I'm absolutely delighted about these deals that our jewellery makers are getting. Never say sorry to me, my darling. Should be $21.95. Sandra, aren't you happy that you're on those phone lines? And well done to you. West Midlands, Mary, Joanna, hello to you. Sorry, $14.95.
You just need one, wouldn't you? One on that, you know, the silver chain that you had before.
And that clasp that you just seen, stunning. Absolutely stunning piece of jewellery. It's amertine was the first gemstone that I bought myself when I came to work at Jewellery Maker, and not because I'd never seen it before. I had, but in publications, and I'd never ever seen it at the prices that we do here. Never. It's the first gemstone I bought myself when I came here at Jewellery Maker, and I still wear it. I actually went on to buy my best friend exactly the same design as well for her birthday, because, and you think, you know, I could have bought a Tanzanite if I wanted to, but I chose amertine because of the rarity and the fact that this is a gemstone which could well fetch the price tags that Tanzanite reaches right now in future years. We don't know, can't read into the future, but it's got every possibility, particularly from this location. Leslie, Rosie, Beverly, Sophie, Diana, Sandra, you've done it. I've got Susanna and Nigel there, Avril there, Joe in London, well done to you. Congratulations, last in stock because there were only 20, so good luck. First come, first serve. Need to move on. Now let's bring you a bundle, shall we? Box 8 o'clock, box 6. All of these, I looked at the colours, they're amazing. 3 reels of Zari thread. Oh, these are very festive, aren't they? Gorgeous festive colours. Your purple. These remind me of the 3 Kings.
Yes,
Don't know why.
Yeah. They're costumes, isn't it?
They do.
Yeah, how ornate they are, yeah.
They remind me of the Three Kings. Your Christmas wishes. Look at those gorgeous colours. And then wait until you see, this is definitely festive. Wow. You don't see many pure red gemstones, do you?
Not that size either, that's their good size.
Bear with. There's so much I have to pick these up properly. Oh, these are stunning. If our Hannah Osborne is watching right now, she'll be going, ooh, 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 won't she?
Yeah, they are very
They're Hannah Osborne colours, aren't they? Your red, white and blue. They're very patriotic colours too, aren't they? Not just for us in the UK, but USA, very patriotic for you, Australia. Stunning. Now these are 14mm quartzite rounds. You've got your navy blue, your primary red and your white. They're gorgeous, aren't they? I'm thinking these are great berries for your Christmas decorations.
They're great colours, aren't they? Really versatile. You could do, I mean, you know, very festive things, or to looking at next season, quite summery spring. I mean, that would be brilliant for both.
When has the nautical fashion thing? It's never not been in fashion,
it always is,
it?
isn't it?
Every year, the blue and white and red. It always works, doesn't it? Red lipstick and red heels and then a bit of blue and white or something like that, whichever. Yeah, it'd be fabulous for that. I love the size of these. I'd restrand them and keep them very, very simple, or just use them as that added impact, that injection of colour. And the zari thread, which is, can you see, it's rather than be the flat zari thread, it is more of a standard thread, so 360 degrees. And Mark was showing us on air the other day, it's kind of got a very, very, very fine coil of colour wrapped around them, which you can actually take off to actually use for various different things and various different techniques. You can macrame with these, you can kumihimo with these, you can
crochet as well,
with these, you can sew with these, you can...
You probably knit as well, couldn't
knit
you?
with these.
Alison did some knitting, yeah.
Oh yeah, she did. Alison did some knitting, and that was fabulous, wasn't it? And the colours work perfectly with the gemstones as well. Good luck, dial in as soon as you can. Your Christmas wishes, love this combination. How much would you pay for one spool in some of those well-known craft retailers? We should be at £24.80. I mean, I'd happily pay that for the gemstones. All of those colours, those beautiful nautical colours rather, or festive colours. However, 50% off. There we go, 50%, £12.40.
You would probably pay more than that. You know, if you go into, say, like a card shop, and you even if you were just going to wrap your presents with that, the thread, you would pay more for 3 rolls of you know, curling ribbon or something like that.
I totally agree.
Really nice, high quality, you would pay more, and probably not as longer lengths. And never mind the gemstones.
No, because every single zari thread, I'm just trying to work out how many metres there are on one of these spools. Just trying to work that out, because, hang on a second. Oh, there's 25 on each, so that's... So there's 125. Gosh, is there? Oh yes, there's a 1 there. So that's 375 metres in your zari thread alone. It's going to go a long way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you'd be all right with that.
You'd be all right with that.
You could do all your crochet, all your knitting, and do all your presents.
And then some.
Yeah.
Kimbo's saying wrap it around your Christmas tree. Absolutely, whilst you're dancing around it. Beverly in Cardiff, I'd use the silver thread with the purple, red thread with the white and the purple thread. Oh gosh, I'm confused now, Beverly. Let me start that again. I'd use the silver thread with the purple, red thread with the white, and purple thread with the red. Mix and match, basically. Totally. Yeah, I'd agree, because they all do complement with one another, don't they? Or all 3 together. You could just do a classic plait and use it in your home decor.
Yeah, and you can always group threads like that. You know, plait them, and then as sort of like the basis of a necklace. It's nice and soft on your skin, and then just, you know, with your wax Y cone, create a coil, and that just hides all the ends.
Gorgeous.
in there.
Absolutely gorgeous. 50% off for you. Well done. Your Christmas wishes. But to be honest, but perfect for all seasons,
Yes,
aren't
yeah,
they?
yeah.
I always look at your red, white, and blue and think nautical. I think that's quite or patriotic, certainly. Now I can't remember where I got those from. Over here. Box number. All of this rose quartz. Now you've got the lovely Zena coming your way for the educational hour. Look at all of this gorgeous quartz.
That's pretty.
Stunning. Baby pinks. Don't see rose quartz that
No.
often, do we? Where do I start? Start with the faceted rounds, I think. Oh, they're gorgeous, aren't they? Now this is your 10mm. Let me just see. Yeah, 10mm rounds. You're getting 2 strands of these. I love this with the black spinel earlier on.
Or if you've got the, you know, the antique bronze wire,
Yeah.
that goes really nicely with.
Stunning with that, wouldn't it? Then look at all these elongated nuggets that you're getting. Fabulous, fabulous collection of your baby pinks. You're getting 4 strands, all over 420. There's over 400. How many carats have we got here? I can't work it all out. There's just tons and tons and tons and tons and tons. Look at the baby pinks that you're getting through. I love rose quartz with your black gemstones personally. I love that, or your smoky quartz. I just think it brings that sort of rock chicky look.
Yeah, there's a nice contrast, isn't there?
Really
but I mean, if you do, I would look at that and think about bridesmaids jewellery, you know, and with that quantity, that's what I would be doing.
Yeah,
I'd be
bridesmaids
looking at that,
jewellery,
yeah.
perfect. There's over 2,000 carats in this one bundle. If you love your baby pinks, or you're thinking about, that would be great for sort of newborn baby jewellery, maybe for your bridesmaids, absolutely appropriate, perfect for proms as well. If you start making jewellery, or you're thinking, oh gosh, yeah, that would be nice to make something for my daughter or granddaughter, or your friends, whichever. Or you just love pink. I love pink. I mean, this is very kunzite-esque. It's got those delicate kunzite hues which you get from that one most sought after gemstone. And of course, rose quartz does aspire to have this amount of colour. It's all about the baby pinks. It can be sometimes a little bit too white. You want to have that definite baby pink hue coming through. You're getting 6 strands, but they are big sizable strands. Limited stock though. We haven't got a huge quantity of these available. We should be bringing this to you at £26.70. That's for over 2,000 carats of gemstones. That seems amazing. Not £26.70 today for over 2,000 carats of rose quartz. £14.95. Kimbo, what's that per carat? Can we do that maths? So 2,000 and whatever. 0.006p.
It's quite reasonable, isn't it, though?
That's all right, isn't it? That's not so bad, is it? I like that statistic and that figure. That's incredible. How much is that per strand? Sorry to get you doing maths. £2.50 per gemstone strand. It's going to keep you in rose quartz for a long time, isn't it?
You would pay more, wouldn't you, for plastic or glass or something like that, rather than...
You really... What would you do with these? Your
I
rose
think
quartz...
I would separate them. You know, when you had the rose gold crimps, I think I'd probably separate out the longer shards with those, so you'd really get the most of the shape. But then, you know, Fleur wears a lot of sort of
stretchy bracelets.
Yeah, and I'd do that and separate the rounds with a jump ring, I think. And have like a pinky version of what she has.
I would as well. The rounds I'd keep in a classic stretchy bracelet. I just think that's really timeless. It's very. I've got a specific, and I have to be careful not saying the designer. But there's one place. There's one jewellery establishment, and she has this sort of colour in her collection name actually.
I think I know.
Yeah, she does use rose quartz quite frequently, and it is simple designs, but they're so elegant. And I've got one of her necklaces, which I wear all the time. It's just on a simple leatherette cord, and it's a faceted quartz gemstone. That's an amazing affordable bundle. Well done to every single one of you. We've got more to bring you though. recap, because earlier on this morning we brought you one of the biggest quantity strands of the entire day, potentially. Now we have been told directly, and never say never, don't hold us at this, because things might change, and of course the gemstone world is always evolving. You might find discoveries which mean that the gemstone is more readily available, and prices might go down, and vice versa. Currently with Rhodolite Garnet we are finding it very limited. However, what is available is exceptional quality, and it came from our management team from our sister channels who make obviously finished pieces of jewellery. They were saying that the Rhodolite Garnet that we're currently getting into the vault has to be, it's forcing our hand, Mother Nature's forced hand. The quality is so good it has to be in gold rather than your sterling silver, and you'll see why. I mean, I love this strand. I think they're individual little love hearts to me. Rhodolite Garnet is a totally natural gemstone. It's got a beautiful sort of grapey purple appearance, highly refractive, so you'll see dazzling brilliance, and here in the studio it looks amazing. Wait till you get it out into natural daylight. You're about to see one of the most affordable price tags. In fact, it is the most affordable price tag of the entire day. Let's just say we're not just in single figures, we are in single figures and then some. For a long strand of Rhodolite Garnet, I mean, you just need one of those with maybe one of the black spinel that we had earlier on, and maybe a delicate pearl would look fabulous as a combination, or just restrand it as it is. $4.95.
It'd be lovely as well, because you could fit them together for the ballerina skirt as well.
Oh, the ballerina.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Oh, Kimbo, imagine these in the ballerina. They'd be absolutely stunning in her skirt, wouldn't they?
Nice,
in the little
yeah.
tutu, because they're the right colour for a tutu.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, and they'd
right
fit
size.
together. You could sort of like, what's it called? Is it tessellate? When they sort of fit together, couldn't they? You just arrange them, and that'd be lovely.
I love that idea, and you've got more than enough on this strand as well.
Yeah.
More than enough. Wow. So if you did get the ballerina kit, then why not get this as well? Because it's a great contrast. So if you wanted the blues with the Tanzanite, and then you could do the sort of pinkish tones with your Rhodolite. $4.95 only. We did have 500, but this has been hugely popular. It's absolutely flying. There's an influx of you on the phone lines right now. How are we doing on quantity? We've still got some there, but we are already over 50% of the stock is gone, and we've got over 100 in baskets, so do check out as soon as you can. And if you want to multi-buy, you absolutely can. I think this as your ballerina, Claire, would be just stunning.
It would,
Claire,
it would.
Thank you for truly, I believe, one of the most amazing designer inspirations that I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you very much.
I loved your ballerina.
Thank you.
Loved your ballerina, and I know you did too as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your company. You've got the gorgeous Zena coming up next. I'll be with you tomorrow at the usual time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Sorry.
We here at Jewellery Maker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you'll receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with Jewellery Maker FIFO reviews.
Come and join Jewellery Maker this Christmas. Throughout December, we're running Christmas-themed workshops where you'll be inspired to make decorations, Christmas presents, gift tags, personalised accessories and much more. We have an array of workshops to choose from, all of which will be filled with festive cheer and lots of fun. Every person who books on a workshop in December will automatically be entered into our Christmas raffle prize.
Join us this December at our Gemporia Christmas Ball. Meet your favourite faces from across the channels and enjoy an evening of festive fun as we head back to Warwickshire to the beautiful Wroxall Abbey. Tickets are more limited than last year, but priced at £89 per person, they're already selling out fast. The evening includes a welcome drink, 3-course meal and a chance to dance as the lounge's very own Drew Nichols will again be singing with his band Alfonso's Pancake Breakfast.
With auction prizes to bid on and raffle prizes to be won, the evening will be raising money for the Colourful Life Foundation. So don't delay, book your tickets today on 0333 400 0011. See you at Christmas.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we love seeing your jewellery creations, learning about your inspiration and reading your blogs. If you write your own craft or jewellery blog, then we'd love to hear from you. Simply tweet us at jewellery_maker UK with your blog link and we'll be in touch.
Rose quartz is just so pretty and feminine, so it's really easy to put it in jewellery. And another one like amethyst, you know, people recognise it, people know it. There's a lot of lovely myths and legends behind it as well. And I think you can put it in bridesmaids jewellery. If you mix it with colours like Amazonite, it looks really pretty, really classic. I just think it makes soft, summery jewellery, and I like that about it.
Rose quartz is a gemstone which I love in equal measures, firstly because of its myth and legend, and also because of the way that it looks. The myth and legend of the gemstone, the fact that it's the gemstone of romance, of partnerships, the gemstones of friendships as well. The way that it looks, the quality that you can get from Jewellery Maker is superb. We seem to get that really, really fine balancing act of colour and clarity. We seem to get that mixture just right. It's a fantastic gem, and you can get it in some amazing carat weights as well.